I'm excited for this. Recap.
There's a live bird.
Yeah, so we have to join my screen, and then I can play the recap.
So you can hear it.
Yep, and turn up the volume as high as you can on the stream itself. And then please mute yourself.
My goodness, this is so professional.
As the eclipse covers the sky, Tidus and Briar search for a sign of magic that might have caused this. The caravan, adorned with lanterns and casting light above to aid in the darkened day, finds no cause in their immediate vicinity. They move forward towards Tent Town. With Timio fully covering the sun, Pax makes its way across the sky to the east where it rose. Tidus, looking at the stars, notices a slight glint in the sky. The stars glimmer in waves, and suddenly, for a moment, the sky goes void. Night falls, and the caravan stops for the night. Before the group separates to prepare for watches, they find a nice little hill for Chase to lay her precious bread to rest. After saying a soft prayer, Tidus, Chase, and Grey head off to take the first watch. Lax in their duties, Tidus and Chase go a ways from the caravan to do some research. After testing out a disaster-causing enchantment, Tidus becomes severely exhausted. They complete their watch without any disturbances. Over the course of the night, the moons slowly return to their north and southern positions. Meanwhile, the sky continues to wave and shift ever so slightly, as if it were alive and searching. As day breaks, everyone gathers for a breakfast summoned by Chase. With full stomachs and nerves from the previous day's cosmic phenomenon, they head off, getting ever closer to Spee. With the unicorn Ashara as a guide, no one needs to drive the carts anymore, as the horses happily follow. Chase, sitting atop her cart with a sleeping Tidus nearby, suddenly has a mischievous friend appear. Nairo, now sitting atop the cart with them, accepts some bread that Chase has made previously. He snatches it with his tendril-like arm. He continues to tease Chase by calling their adventure easy, startling Tidus awake with a shout. Mindle and Grey were minding their own business on the cart when they see a set of legs appear above them. Nairo leans down, hitting his cigarette, smirking. He feeds them information about the river entity, the lovely day, and his enthralling marriage. When Mindle curiously asks about the moon's crossing, Nairo answers nonchalantly that they needed to stretch, taking a long drag of his cigarette. Corsilla feels arms circle her waist as a familiar scent surrounds her. She shares a smoke and a drink with her dark passenger, commenting on how boring the trail has been. Mindle isn't too shocked to find out Nairo is the one who kidnapped him, but is more concerned about who took his book. Grey tries to steer the conversation away from that cursed book by asking about Dinderland, sparking a devilish idea in Nairo. Nairo leans down, tapping Grey and Mindle, taking their consciousness to the land they left behind. Once they are back in their bodies, Grey tries to drag more information from Nairo by asking about his family. This angers him. Nairo rips everyone into an astral void of tentacles and toothy maws, with bulging eyes filling the gaps and shifting in different directions. Nairo watches on as the group squirms, asking them about their plans for the future. With a quick quip, Grey gets Nairo to admit that their group is causing events to occur and things to change. Nairo hopes that they will make a deal to ensure chaos will always be around for an eternity of entertainment and hijinks. With a shrug, Corsilla looks up at Nairo and says, "Give me the ability, and I'll overthrow the town and show you our chaos." With a wide smirk, Nairo hands her a cigarette, presumably sealing their deal. Tidus and Grey exchange a quick look of shock as the sun sets in the real world. Nairo clicks his tongue and leaves the group. As they slowly awaken, the group meets at the front of the caravan, quickly erupting into arguments over what had just occurred. Biffers, having been given this information, enthusiastically talks about taking over Spee, firing up further arguments until X suggests they separate and only speak again when clearer heads have prevailed. The party, now stopped for the night, is only 2 days away from Tent Town.
I didn't know we had
That's
a
so
voice
fucking
actor in the
cool.
budget. That's crazy.
I love it.
He did
was so good.
say that he was willing to do that sometimes,
Yeah,
which I love.
Dio's the best.
His name is Nairo
Fantastic.
now. That's canon.
That's fun.
God damn it. I didn't get back quick enough with the pronunciation.
See, that's why I thought it was spelled with an ER, not a Y.
Weird.
Yeah.
Y isn't always pronounced with an E.
I know, but
mean,
that's
a
just the
Y.
first spelling that came to mind.
Yeah, when I heard Nero, it was Nero, so it's Nyro.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've been spelling it wrong this whole time.
I've been thinking of like an N-I.
It's like
Mine.
Spyro.
My notes, they're ruined.
Nero, how about
yeah,
Nearo?
Spyro.
Spyro just came to Game Pass, by
Nero
the
is his
way.
name.
I saw that.
Oh my.
So y'all pissed off the hot guy? Is that what happened?
No, he's.
I don't know. I think he
No.
could be happy with us.
yeah,
Yeah,
he
he's
is.
pretty
He's
happy
happy
right
with
now.
us.
No, Gray ticked him off when he asked about his parents,
Yes.
and then he sucked us all into a void.
A black hole with black mouths.
Poor Mindle was probably having some PTSD from that.
Chase probably too.
True.
Right.
Listen, don't you start yawning, okay?
Listen.
I pulled an all-nighter, and I did that in my life. Don't
I
start.
just finished coffee. I'm about to get my last cup of it, so I'm ready to go.
Send us.
Randy needs
Did we leave off on a night? I think we left off.
Yes, it was nighttime.
We finished, isn't it?
The sun was setting when Nero left,
Oh, Okay. you're right.
and they were waking us.
So, as the talks of the potential overthrow of Spee has concluded, and X and Biffers have wandered away from the group, everybody starts to light their campfires for the evening, set out their bedrolls. Those of them that have tents are setting their tents up. What do you guys want to do anything for the night? Any discussions need to be had?
God, I'm trying to think. Did we have anything written down for what we needed to do?
As
Most
far
of it's just
as-
personal stuff. If anyone wants to write scrolls down. If you have any personal
Oh,
stuff
shit.
that you need to do.
Titus. I need to walk up to Titus.
I also need to talk to Briar.
I'm gonna pull out my bow. I think something's different. Can you take a look at it?
Yes. Could you explain different?
I don't know. I think the magic. Can you just? I don't know. Can you? Right. You can.
Yeah,
What is it?
yeah.
Understand.
I guess I will start with an Arcana check, DM.
Sure. Go ahead and roll me some Arcana.
Okay. Just gonna set it down on a cloth on the ground and just kind of look at it. Well, that's an 18.
Okay. You look at it. You can notice that your enchantment has faded. However, there is a different type of magic swirling around the bow. A odd green hue that you're not super familiar with.
Do I get a sense of School of Magic? With an 18.
You get a mix of
Because like the +1 would be like
celestial and necrotic.
so. Oh. Okay.
It's a fun combination.
That's no longer evocation.
Not all. Your entire enchantment seems to have
Just
been replaced.
And replaced. Yeah. Right. When did this happen?
Um, when we woke up this morning.
Oh. Well, I will cast Identify on it in just a moment, but it's necrotic as well as celestial, and it is a very interesting combination.
Is there a way to like refresh what you put on there? Like
I
refresh the enchantment?
to even change an enchantment, so like to even like make what I put on it better from a +1 to a +2, the magics that it would require are unknown. Like there's nothing I would have to disenchant it and then re-enchant it with the +2. Like they would
So
require
like
a whole
normally
new
they don't just go away.
no, it would need like a whole new set of tools to be able to buff the enchantment, let alone change the enchantment and add 2.
Okay.
So like this is a lot. Like I would need a whole workstation and a year to do stuff like
Did
this.
you miss a loophole with Nero and
Don't look at
make a
me.
deal that you didn't? No, I'm talking about to Gray and
Should
make a
I-
deal unknowingly.
Should I not be touching this?
Yeah, but I'm not even touching it. It's on the ground, and I was just looking at it. So I have a question. I understand Celestial. Do I know any of the runes that I'm seeing on them and understand what they mean? You said I got a hint
Roll-
of it, so I'm curious if I understand any of the wording.
Roll religion or arcana.
Well, we definitely know which one that one's going to be. Oh, 12.
You see some of the symbols. It's hard to tell as they're kind of pulsating or moving around as you're looking at the bow.
Right.
But you do see a symbol that looks familiar, a symbol of forgiveness and understanding.
Okay, let me write some things down real quick.
Ray's looking real worried at this point.
And I'm just going to say these things out loud as I'm reading them, like as I'm saying it. And I'm going to start writing it down and copying the runes over as I'm seeing it before I cast Identify, so anything in my head is not lost. I don't know what this is going to be. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I ritually, if we have time to sit, since we're bedding down for the night, yeah?
Yep.
I'm going to ritually cast Identify. It's going to take me 11 minutes.
While he's doing that, Corsilla wanted to talk to Briar.
Is this like privately? Or
Uh,
no?
I would assume people are still setting up. So if not necessarily privately, I wouldn't like take you somewhere private
Okay.
to
Okay.
do this. So I would just walk up and reach into my little pocket in my cloak and hold out a handful of eelhound nails and scales and some flecks of gills,
Oh my
all that shed
goodness.
off of her. And I'd ask, do you think you can make a potion with this stuff for like breathing underwater, maybe, or something?
Um, I'm sure I could. I have not made one before, so I would definitely have to like focus up and study this stuff. I'm sure.
Well, I
If you
got
wouldn't mind me
plenty of it.
hanging on to it for a little while, I can definitely work on that.
Keep it.
Okay.
Figure it out.
Okay.
See what you can do with it.
All right.
Hmm.
I'll take that and put that in my pouch in a separate area from all my other crap. Looks like a hoarder's house in here. Should probably organize this.
Yeah, probably. Don't want to lose nothing.
All right, this is true. This is true. Yeah. Okay. You're gonna have to tell me how much of things, or send it to me, and
I'll
how,
send
like
it to
how
you.
many. Okay. That way I can add it in here, so I'll focus on that for my next downtime potion time.
Beautiful.
How long
I
do you
believe I
think that
only
would take me, Randy, since I've not made a potion like that before, for me to study the ingredients before I could make it?
So you're gonna run a risk of testing your knowledge, and due to the nature of alchemy, you could lose the ingredients without either
Right,
learning
right,
anything or accidentally making it.
right.
So it'll be a test
Trial and
of,
error.
yeah,
Okay.
trying
I am
yourself and
prepared to
keeping
supply.
ingredients.
Okay. No problem.
So
And I'm prepared to learn for sure.
Okay.
I guess the first thing that I would probably do is I've got lots of tools and alchemist supplies and shit, so I'd probably try to read up on each individual ingredient before I threw anything together.
That would help you succeed if you study the ingredients before you actually
Yeah,
use
I don't
them.
want to just throw it together. I wouldn't want to waste them. I would definitely read first before I started mixing and concocting.
Yeah, yeah, that'll help. So if you had some kind of alchemy book or anything like that, or testing certain things, you could
Okay.
also increase your
Yeah, I
chances.
would probably expend, instead of actually making like my normal health potions at night before bed, I'd probably expend that slot to actually read
Okay.
instead of making a
Uh,
potion like usual.
Go ahead and give me an intelligence check. We could just see what you could
Okie
get.
dokie. She not that smart. It's a
Whoa.
17.
Okay, so as you spend the night testing the scales and uh, claws, you see that the scales, you can work with that. That should be a really strong basis to a water breathing potion.
Perfect.
From what you've learned, yeah, you could
Okay.
probably whip something up.
Just from the ingredients themselves. All right.
Yeah, yeah. So if you when you do go to test, mark down, you'll have advantage when you go to make your first.
Perfect. All right, I'll write that down. I'll try tomorrow night for the first one, I guess, since that went way better than I thought it was going to.
Yeah, Titus, you're coming with me.
Oh boy.
oh
I know.
my.
Uh,
It's my bow.
I'm great on this thing. Woo! It's up to him if he shares the information though.
For sure.
Yeah, do you skip the bits where I get secret Randy
Yes,
time?
I do.
I figured. Keeps it fun that way.
Yeah, I figured, and there was a little bit with Chase at the very end too that I skipped.
That's why I don't
Just
like
because not
watching the
everyone was
VODs.
there.
I don't want to know.
Yeah, I
That's
think
why I'm
I
glad
think
that
the
you sent me your notes. That way I didn't have to go back and watch the VOD because I didn't want to ruin anything.
I think that the VODs that I have watched, it's been a while since I've gone back, but the ones I have watched, I have not come across any parts where you're like separated out
I say, yeah, Gray doesn't really get pulled
No,
too
but you can
often. Yeah.
too
also,
often.
if you want to skip those parts, you can like see in the top middle like who's in the call. So you could just skip the parts where it
Oh,
only
okay.
shows like me and Randy.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
I'm waiting for like a million rolls. What's going on?
He's just
They're
getting
just talking
description.
about
Yeah.
he's talking about your bow, so he's probably just whatever he was able to read of the Celestial is what he's telling him,
Mm-hmm.
I would imagine.
No
Why is
celestial.
this patch for Arc 143 gigs?
That's insane.
A lot of shit.
That's crazy.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Also,
yeah.
hello, Shattered Limit.
Then we got
Sorry, I
Stardew
missed
Valley
your
over here,
chat, or
24
didn't miss it, but
megabytes.
I had to ignore it for a minute so I could listen. Thank you very much for the follow. If you're still there.
Marcus 3D though, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Manage
yeah.
inventory.
Yeah,
Add
it's
custom
Dinosaurs.
item.
I think that makes a huge difference.
Game runs like
This
turd.
is Cortana's scales and stuff, right?
Yes.
Cortana
So
claw.
eelhound,
Yep.
technically, if you want to put species with it.
Is eelhound all one word?
Yes.
It's 5. And we'll put that in the bag of holding with all my other shit.
Randy, I want to note it does not count as alive things or dead things.
Yeah.
It's like putting hair or nail clippings in your bag of holding. Okay, it's the same equivalent.
Skills. 3 of those.
Wonder what happens if you put
Bag
like
of
an insect in there or
holding.
something.
Oh, probably a
Bag bug.
fucking giant bag bug, yeah.
Does it grow? I'm kind of curious now.
Oh my god.
Maybe.
We've turned gray finally.
I mean, it's a bug. What? How
Oh
bad
my
could it
god.
be?
You could use
You
a
say
bag
that.
bug
Don't say
bomb.
that to Randy. And then it
You
was
could
5
stash
skills.
a bug or something in a bag of holding and hide it somewhere, and then eventually it'll fucking take over wherever it's at.
He's probably gonna say it was like pregnant or something, and then
All their babies.
wait, no, he said
Oh
it's
my
dead
God.
stuff that's in there.
Well, if you put a live thing into a bag of holding, it dies, so.
I went in there, it pulled me
After
in.
so long, yeah, we have a certain amount of time before you run out
Yeah.
of air.
Right.
Plus, your bag was still open.
Uh,
I don't know
yeah.
if that really matters, but I would assume it does.
Welcome back, Mr.
Hello.
Knowledge.
Yeah. What you guys talking about?
Putting a bug in the
What would
bag of
happen if
holding.
you, yeah.
What happened if you go in a bag of holding?
Putting a bug
No.
in there, get a bag
oh,
bug
oh.
instead of a bag
Oh.
man.
Well, I mean, technically, it could stay inside up to in 1 minute plus its Constitution modifier because you have to hold your breath.
We're curious what would happen if it died in there, though.
I mean, it die in there.
And then
Well, yeah, but
what it would
then
turn
what? How long
into.
would it take?
I mean, you know.
In the name of science!
Not my bag. Anyway,
But you don't want us spilling open your bag?
no, I like my bag. Nothing wrong with my bag. So let's see. As his eyes flash over and glaze over, he kind of like comes to, and like pulls his hand back. Just kind of looks at it curiously.
Is it
Ah,
is it okay?
I want to say yes, but it's also very curious to save time. So my enchantment is gone.
Okay.
Like
This is
completely?
gone. This is a whole new enchantment. Uh
Don't you do necrotic stuff though?
well, the necrotic is the curious part.
Okay.
What happened to you last night?
Me?
N-
No,
Nothing
no, the
last night.
Oh,
important.
yeah,
Not
boy. Yeah, boy,
yeah,
Gray.
yeah.
This morning,
Nothing last night. Does the name Eligor mean anything to you?
yeah, this is my dad.
Oh, oh, oh.
I saw him this morning.
Like real life
I
or
want to
like
say this a little
ooh.
hushed towards Titus.
I could I could message you and I see you start to clam up. Anything you need to tell me?
I
It's that would just be verbal in our heads. Only the two of us could hear it, and Nairo probably.
Poppy and I, when we woke up, we saw him kind of ghostly. I don't.
Seems he's come to give you quite the boon.
That's what I was hoping, but I wasn't sure.
He resides in this bow now.
Is it?
I don't know how else to say that. He's not alive, right? At the moment, I'd have to do a lot of studying, but he's in the bow and he resides in it, and he's given you quite the boon. And then openly, so it's an alarm bow. It does my little alarm enchantment, but a little better. It kind of so you would get an advantage whenever you're going into combat, and anyone within 30 feet of you that has been magically put to sleep can't be surprised.
I think whatever you did may have opened this up to him. Maybe.
I hope this helps.
Thank you, Titus.
Here to serve.
Oh,
He's gonna just kind of hold his bow for the rest of the night and just keep to himself.
stop.
If Poppy gets close, he would let her.
Give it a little pat. Papa Gray.
And then I'm going to kind of copy every rune that I saw into my journal. Like everything that even the necrotic, the celestial, I'm going to write as much as I can remember.
Okay.
It's their watch, right?
Mm-hmm.
I believe so. So, as you all bed down for the night, get your sleeps in.
I'm
You
not going to
all,
want to sleep. I probably avoided as much as I could until I finally passed out.
when the whole party hits that point of sleep, you all find yourself underwater in this
Oh,
black, light green hue water.
yeah. I just.
And as you look around, you see all the entire party under this water. What do you do?
Cry a little because I knew it was coming. He hasn't had a good night's sleep in a little bit.
Is
Yeah,
it
we
dark?
just see each other, right?
Yeah, you guys see each other in this dark green, like this dark blacky green water.
Dancing lights.
Is this? Oh God, is this? Are we in Lake Essence right now?
Can I breathe?
Do you take an inhale?
Mm,
Try it.
no.
Try it.
Yeah,
Do
I'll
you?
try.
Do it.
Oh
I
God.
remember.
Um,
I remember the green light over Lake Essence from that first time we were looking over.
Not the seagulls.
I know. I'm trying to find like
Damn it.
good underwater sounds, but they're not great.
I want to try to swim up. I guess.
Go to YouTube, 10-hour Minecraft underwater noises.
Is there an up? Can you tell there's an up?
Roll a.
Yeah, let me try and
give me
take
a
that
survival.
breath.
Okay, you try to take that breath,
Oh
and
God.
as you inhale, you feel your entire body fill with this water.
Okay, yeah.
However,
So,
it feels like you're suffocating, but you're not actually suffocating.
Right. We still
Uh,
holding our breath.
so yeah, after doing that, then you want me to roll survival to see if I can. I would assume I'd kind of like cough a little bit. So if I was trying to like see if I could breathe.
Hmm.
You want me to roll?
Yeah, roll. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I said but my mic didn't pick it up.
9.
Okay. As you're trying to figure out which way is up, you think to yourself, "Let my body go limp," and naturally that should bring you to the surface. However, your body remains completely stationary.
Yep. And do we see anything with the dancing lights? It lights up at
Okay.
least where we're at.
As the dancing lights go up, the water you see is this sea foamy, sickly green with these black swirls rolling through it.
Oh boy.
But you just see this void of this black green all around you.
But if we can see each other, there must be like any sort of light, right?
It seems like your bodies are giving off a small amount of ambient light.
Yeah, we're dreaming again.
Do I need it? Am I swimming?
You're there. You can swim if you want.
I want to try to
I
swim
want to
up.
do detect magic.
Okay.
Right.
As you all see Gray start to swim in a direction. Go ahead and give me a survival check, Gray.
Ooh. Ooh, 23.
Okay. You all see Gray start to swim down towards your feet. Whether that either you guys are upside down or he's swimming deeper.
I'm gonna
Can we
look to
talk
the.
to each other at all in this?
No one's tried.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm gonna
Chase will
look to the
try.
bird. Does the bird seem like he's going the wrong way?
Like if Gray's going the wrong way, or
Well,
Does
Corsilla's
Corcilla-
limp.
I'm not
Right.
moving.
I know. That's what the first thing I'm doing is I'm looking to her, and then I'm looking at Gray. And if she doesn't focus him, I'm gonna follow behind him.
No, I would let out a breath and see if bubbles go up.
She's just playing. So yeah, I'm following Gray.
If you try to breathe, you see these bubbles come out of your mouth.
Where do they go?
They sit in front of your face.
Oh fuck!
Yeah, yeah.
I love that though. That logic you had. That was great.
Yep. I'm not letting Gray get out of eyesight.
Okay.
He's gonna be a little faster than me, so I'm gonna do my best though.
I'm gonna try to talk.
Okay, as you talk, it is muffled in the water.
Oh, okay.
Well, here we go.
did detect magic do anything?
Oh, okay. As you detect magic, you see you are surrounded in this in the same color of the water, just brightens with that magical hue as you see this green and black swirl all around you all.
Oh boy.
Do I know what kind of magic it is then? That's part of the spell as well.
It
Yeah, the school of magic.
seems like you are not familiar with the school of magic,
Oh, ah.
but it
So
does
it doesn't
remind you
have a
of
school of magic.
it reminds you of the other times you've been around large entities with
Right.
their
Right.
whatever magic that is.
Mm-hmm. So this is the green one, and the green and black one. I'm assuming we had this at the map. We saw this one in the vision. In the sea foam. You know, I know you're gonna say that, but we saw this in the vision. We saw the sea, like the green waters, and then we saw the light in the water, and that's just the color.
That was
You know
the
what?
idea in Gray's head.
Yeah.
Every time I've tried it, it has not given us all that much information, but still, maybe I
Do it.
want
Would
to
I
put.
be able to identify the water? Is that even an option since it's not an item?
We
Can
could
we
try
collect
that
the
after we
water?
see what Chase has got going on.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna do what's that light
I mean-
ability. Yes, cantrip. Okay, nice. Yeah, so I'm gonna try that, see if it shows anything. Kind of like what we did with the. We ended up seeing mouths in that other place, so maybe we'll see something here too.
Okay.
You're putting lights out, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so as you add to your ambient light and Titus's lights, you just see more of this void, this green black
Void of
void
green.
slowly fade into more darkness the further
Mhm.
away from the light it gets.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Got it. Man, this doesn't help because I have to pee real bad right now.
Yeah. Is it cold? Is it warm? Is it? You know what I mean?
As it is several different temperatures. It is unnatural, and
Mhm.
it makes your
Mhm.
body feel like it needs to almost go into shock, as parts of the water is extremely warm and other parts are freezing cold.
Do we sense anything looking at us? Does anyone feel anything like that?
No. Passive
Uh,
perception?
I mean, I would intentionally try to feel that. Like, it would be more of the path. Like, I'm trying to feel. Do I see or feel it
Oh, I
without
thought you meant
casting?
like all of us.
Yeah, because like how
All-
X was mentioning, did you feel like prey? I want to see if I'm feeling that essence at the moment. Do I feel something wanting to pounce on us?
Go ahead and give me a group perception check.
Oh boy.
My character sheet perception.
Oh, so close to a natural 20. 10.
Ooh,
It's so close. Yeah. Yeah. Look at it. The whole group. Is 10 the highest we got? 11. There we go. Okay. Okay.
We need Mindle's roll.
Am I supposed to roll?
For
what?
Oh yeah, and Poppy. I need perception checks from you two.
Perception.
All right.
Okay.
I'm going to open up Twitch on my phone and go pee real quick. Because I can't.
Sorry, I had to leave for a second.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
Um, 11, I think.
So, as you all look around, trying to look and see what is around you, you see nothing but this green void. But you all do feel like this eerie, unsettling, unnatural feeling as you're in this very foreign environment. This sickly ocean-looking color. Gray, as you continue to dive, and those of you that followed, does the whole group follow, or are some of you staying stationary?
No, I'm trying to still cast a spell, but I'm waiting for
Oh
everybody
yeah,
to
okay,
be
yeah,
done.
sorry.
I think it's just Titus right now.
Yeah, you cast your spell, and it doesn't really tell you anything. It basically kind of tells you you're sleeping. That none of this is real, that you've been pulled into either a dream or an idea.
Okay. I'll
So,
let everybody finish their turns, and then I have something else that I want to try that's not spell related.
so if you haven't followed Gray, you're seeing those that did swim into the void
Right.
and disappear.
I'm
Oh boy.
I'm floating there.
Gray, as you continue to swim in that direction, you see a bright light, almost like a civilization, in the distance.
I'm gonna keep swimming.
Okay.
I was gonna.
As he continues to swim,
Okay.
Briar, what else did you want to do?
I was just like, I want to just have a thought in my head, and I want to ask Nero if he's having fun.
It's Nairo now, actually.
Oh, sorry, Nairo. Whatever.
Either works.
Just in my head. I want to just see if I get a response.
Go ahead and roll. Roll wisdom.
Wisdom. Oof. Okay.
When she's done, I'd like to do something too.
She not smart. She got a smooth brain.
Just a lump. Valley
What'd
or
you
both.
roll?
There is no response.
Okay.
Oh,
Then I would
Okay.
just immediately try to wake myself up because I already got from my spell that I was sleeping anyways. I just want to see if he would answer me before I tried to wake myself up.
Uh,
I'm not gonna follow them swimming.
okay.
So
Those are.
seeing
Go ahead.
her dancing lights, I'm gonna create a chain of mine, trying to keep behind Gray, but leaving a trail showing which way we're going.
Okay.
It's got a 120-foot range. I could do like 20 feet in between each one. So I'm gonna have it go in one on Gray, so I don't ever lose sight of him, and then 20 feet back with each one.
Well, we each have our own glow, right?
Yeah,
Right,
you do.
but-
It's very faint. It's not
Because you're
super illuminating.
yeah, and you're a little faster than I
Basically-
am too. So I'm just trying to keep up and make sure I don't lose
Yeah, it's
track of you the
murky
best I
ass
can.
water.
Yeah.
yeah.
So I don't want to lose you. So I'm
Dirty
staying
lake.
with you and leaving a trail, hoping maybe Chase might do the same with hers. And I'm not sure what they're doing.
All right. If
As-
I can see the trail, I guess I'll go to it and I'll do the same.
Okay.
Can I see the trail?
As you continue towards this light at in whatever direction you're going, you see. The closer you get, you start to see a dome shape appear, encapsulating the light.
Does it look at all like the dome described in the books I was looking at for the map for the city of Speed?
Go ahead and give me an intelligence check. Or a history. History makes more sense.
or intelligence. Oh, fuck. I guess it's the same thing. 12.
12. Yeah, it's a dome. You don't know the details other than really that it's a dome.
And along I keep going.
Here's another question, actually. As my character gets closer to the dome, would I be able to recognize it because I've been there before?
Yeah, you can.
I was gonna ask the same thing, but yeah, because
yeah.
if any of us seen it.
As you get closer, Chase, it is not the dome of Spee.
Okay.
All right.
Spee has a concrete, like a large concrete base, and this bubble does not seem to have that concrete base. It seems to be completely clear.
Okay.
Okay.
Have I read about any city like this? Does it jog any memories I've ever had?
Roll a history with disadvantage.
Oh boy. And right click that, disadvantage, roll.
It might not even be
Hey,
a
let's
city.
go. 22. Rolled a 16 and a 17.
You've heard. Your best idea is this maybe was a city pre-storms that has been lost to the storms. You don't remember any details, but just based on your world history, that's the first thing that comes to mind.
Okay. So a city from pre-storm. Okay. And nothing else?
What you get?
Okay. Okay. Nothing what they're known for? Yeah. All right. Well, it is
Yeah,
what
not
it
in this
is.
area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. A city from pre-storm. I'll take it. Well, now I'm definitely interested. I'm swimming.
Okay. As you start to get closer and closer, you see that this dome is sitting almost on a solid pillar that has been etched, like an architecture has been etched into this pillar, standing high above this large open chasm. This massive pillar that can hold this city-sized bubble, this city-sized dome.
Okay.
As you all continues to get closer, Gray, your bow starts to glow green.
I'm gonna stop.
Was I able to wake myself up before they reach this city?
Go ahead and give me a wisdom save with disadvantage.
Even though I know that I'm sleeping?
Yes.
Okay. Is disadvantage. Uh, today? 11?
Yeah, as you try to force yourself or even physically harm yourself to wake yourself up, you stay in the green water. Does anybody else want to do anything?
Can I use the bow as kind of like a hot and cold to see which direction? Like, if my
Yeah,
bow
does
is glowing, that means bad, right?
Uh,
Can
maybe in the real world.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
is it glowing?
Do
Because
I
like
do I see anything around me? Is there anything other than that?
Roll perception. Only reason you're not getting disadvantage is because of all the lights that are put out.
Let's go.
14.
14. As you continue to look around, you look into this large chasm below that pillar, and you see the tops of structures. Like rooftops of like cathedrals or churches or odd-shaped buildings. All with this slimy, ancient green moss and age just sitting there still in this eerie green water.
Does it look like it's on land or under the water?
The city, like in the chasm, or the bubble?
Oh, is it like... Oh, wait. My brain, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to picture it. I think I'm picturing it. Hold on. Got it.
You're all underwater. Yeah, okay. I'm here for clarifications to
I
help
wasn't
paint
sure
the
if I
scene
was
if you
like
need it.
seeing something through the water, like up above, or... Wait. I'm looking
Seems to
at...
be completely
I'm thinking
underwater.
Atlantis right now.
Okay, well, that's a good place to put your brain.
How does this place feel? Do we feel like peaceful or is it scary or?
It has an eerie feeling, like an unnatural you shouldn't be here feeling. Mostly
Mhm.
because you're underwater and not
Mhm.
drowning,
Ooh,
and the water's green.
this is exciting.
What if I try to sleep?
You want to try to sleep in the
Oh
dream?
my
I
god.
like
Do it. Inception. I love it.
Mindel, go ahead and give me a wisdom check, actually.
Okay.
Mendel's about to astral project.
Breaks the fourth
Those of
wall.
you that are around Mindel,
Mm-hmm.
you notice Mindel sleep and become limp, like more than limp.
Ooh.
Such a good idea.
Ragdoll limp.
I'm just gonna continuously be trying to
Mindell's
wake
just
myself
crying.
up from this.
I bet that sleeps good.
Go ahead and give me another wisdom save with disadvantage.
Okay. Because my whole thing is I want to be able to like I know that they're like exploring and I want to be able to monitor everybody's actual bodies and make sure
Bet.
nobody's like getting messed up.
I wanted to do that too until I
'Cause,
saw a dome in the water.
yeah, I want to be able to heal from
Yeah.
outside of this sleeping.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
the same.
struggling.
It's 11 again.
Okay. You remain in this state of dream.
All right. Well, that's all I'm gonna be
Got
working
it,
on
got
this
it,
whole
got
time
it.
is trying to get out of this.
Okay.
Yeah, seeing her do that, I would also probably start doing the same, like digging my claws into my arms.
Wisdom save with disadvantage.
Oh boy.
Hot. 6.
Okay. You remain in this state. As all the lights from the group at this point is faded, it is Briar, Briar, Corsilla,
Sleeping Mindle.
and sleeping Mindel
And
in
Poppy.
this small area. I don't know if Poppy followed or stayed.
I was gone when all this was happening, so
Um,
I didn't really know what was going on.
Okay.
If
We were in a
Gray
dream.
swam in the water, would you follow
Dream.
him?
Yep.
you got half the
Probably.
group staying. Okay, so Poppy is with Gray, seeing this strange chasm with a bubble chasm.
I want to go to there.
Is she flying through the water or is she swimming through the water?
It is swimming.
Okay,
If she
okay.
tries to float, use her wings, like they'll flap, but it has the resistance of water.
Got it. I'm just kind of curious to see how that would work. Alright.
Do I catch up? Like, did I see the bow glow? Is
Oh
this...
yeah, I would say for my sake, I would say that the four of you are together.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd just be like a line of us going down with a bunch of dancing lights going with us.
Yes.
Because Gray's got 35 movement speed, so he's going to be a little bit ahead of us. I'm almost tempted to cast haste to catch up.
If I see them behind me, I'll probably try to match pace.
And you did stop for a moment. For
I
the
did
bow.
stop for a moment.
Yeah, when that bow started glowing green.
And I did look around,
Yeah.
so I would have seen you trying to catch up.
All right.
You guys want to keep going towards the bubble or the chasm or both?
I'm going to that city.
Does my bow start to glow brighter if we go towards the bubble?
Absolutely.
I'm just, no.
Yeah, I probably would be struggling to stop at this point. I'm gonna keep going. When I caught the pre-storm city, like the immediate, we've gotta check this out.
I'm gonna caution Titus with like a hand if he tries to get closer.
Titus, you would also see that bow glowing green.
Yeah, I doubled. Yeah, I was doubling down when I caught that. The only reason I'm stopping is because he's stopping me.
Is there anything we can do to check the bow? As in, like, is there like a history wisdom something or other?
Do I see which
don't think
runes
I
are
can.
glowing?
It would be
At that thought. Because like that's a good
Go
thought.
roll perception.
Oh boy, Odd Arcana, so sad.
Try to see which ones are going.
15.
Okay.
Lucky number 13 on the die.
You would see any kind of rune that has would glow in terms of a memory or recognition.
And it's the celestial ones that are glowing, or are they both glowing? Both the necrotic.
It would
and the
be
celestial?
both the celestial and necrotic.
Got it. Just wanted to see. Okay.
Is Tibbs on him? Is Tibbs in here?
I don't know what Tibbs' swim speed would be, but he would.
I
Actually,
mean,
no, he wouldn't be in here.
He's
be in
usually
my
inside of
clothes.
his
If,
clothes,
he would be in
Yeah,
my
he
robe
would-
if he's here.
Yeah, he would not be in here. He was not pulled into this.
Start feeling for him a panic.
I'm gonna try to
Yeah.
point to one of his orbs, get him to gesture to send it further towards the dome.
Yes, if once we're grouped up, I could do that for sure. I'd start sending them all in a line straight ahead. Especially
As
with Chase
the-
here, because she has one too.
Yeah, I
As
I
got
just
the-
want to be awake.
Yeah, go ahead. Those of you that want to wake up, give me another wisdom save with disadvantage.
Fuck, man. I just want to be awake.
I'm here for the dream journey. I don't know about you.
I know I would be, but I'm paranoid, and she
We've-
wants to make sure that everybody's
No, you're
breathing.
right. You're absolutely
12.
correct.
We've
The
been
thought
in a
process
dream
is
like this
beautiful.
underwater before, and we just
Ah,
struggled the whole
15?
time and didn't really do anything.
Please.
15 does not wake you up.
Oh,
Fuck.
it's gonna be like it's gonna be
Mindel,
a 24.
I'll get to you in a minute. You're in a whole nother journey.
Mendel's fucking fever dreaming over there.
You know what? I'm here for it.
Yeah. Mindel's like, hold on, I gotta take a left turn right now.
Listen.
That is very Mendel.
Oh boy. Anyway,
Yep.
okay.
Juggle.
As
juggle.
you continue to push into closer and closer to this dome sitting above this chasm, you start to feel a headache, a splitting headache, and
Ugh.
and this feeling of contempt kind of wash over your body. And you all see a little bit of red start to cloud in front of your eyes. As those of you getting closer, if you look at each other, you will all see your noses are bleeding.
Are we taking damage?
It doesn't feel like it. It just feels like a side effect at the moment.
Oh boy.
It's a headache. Okay.
So just a nosebleed?
Just a nosebleed.
I'm gonna plug it.
Okay.
And I'm probably gonna try to find something to plug my ears too, and just kind of keep my mouth closed. I haven't really opened it to talk at all, so just kind of keep it going.
Okay.
Um,
As you start to push closer and closer to the city,
mhm.
starting to swim over this large chasm, Gray, your mind starts to... It's starting to get harder to concentrate. As you're swimming, you're thinking, you can't help but start thinking about your childhood and your past, how you grew up in a snowy hole with your parents teaching you the ways of magic. And Titus, you can't help but remember being in a nunnery, learning the ways of religion and how to be pious and helpful to those around you. And Chase, you remember hunts with your father and your best friend who helped you, Poppy. as you start to, as you all push closer and closer, you start to lose yourself in these memories that are absolutely yours. Of Gray, you have this pull to teach a city how to fly. Titus, you want nothing more than to help those around you to make the world a better place. And Chase, you want to find what happened to your father, his untimely end, and your search for a cure for a disease of magic madness. As you all push closer to the city, what do you guys do?
Well, now that I have
Oh my god.
Titus's thoughts, I guess I'm gonna push even further. And I have
Do
my
we
own.
see like blurs of each other's little dreams, or are they just our own?
They are. You are now starting to blend into other characters' memories to the point where those are your memories.
We make
I
decisions for
would
each other
There is
now.
no there is no save. This is what is happening.
Feeling that I'm casting haste on myself and tripling down. I'm gone.
Would you
Oh
would you
my
be
god.
casting
I'm-
haste? Are you sure? Because
I'm
you have my
I'm
thoughts.
casting haste
Would
on
you-
myself,
would you
and I'm
have
Oh,
gone.
to?
Titus has chases.
I
Yeah.
thought all three of ours were catching blurs of us all. I'm going to the city now.
As you all push, with your minds being melded and scrambled together, almost
my
forgetting who you are and what
Yeah.
built you as a human. Mindel. As you drift into a dream from a dream, you are standing on a black sand shore with a black ocean with all of these stars above you. It's almost you're in a void, yet it's solid, and there's water. You hear the water crashing in this absolute silence.
Oh.
What do you do?
I'm alone.
You are alone.
Yo.
um, I think I'm going to try and walk like a little bit to see if I can find something, like over the shore.
As you walk this black sand beach with the stars gleaming in the sky, you see the water to your left start to turn this black green.
Hmm. What if I try to go from the opposite side of the shore?
Away from the
Like,
water.
mm-hmm.
Okay. As you travel for what feels like hours, you come across another black ocean that is that out in the distance has this green inkiness kind of flowing through it, getting closer and closer to the beach.
Gross.
Hmm. I guess I have no other option than to try and go to the water again.
Like, do you touch the water?
Yeah.
As you touch the water, I need a perception check.
Perception. Oh.
As you start to wade the water, it's not till you almost run into someone, a face that you're familiar with, one you haven't seen in a long time, with his, but all you see is his eyes above the water, staring at you. His eyes are this sickly golden glow as he sits in this black water, staring up at you. And as you look around, you see those of your party, only their eyes and just above their eyes out of the water, with these glowing, almost fish-like eyes just staring at you.
Oh.
And as you continue to look around, you see your party and your family, loved ones, and even further out behind those golden fish eyes, you see people you've never seen before, all just staring at you with these golden eyes, silent, unmoving, even as the waves go over them.
Hmm. Mindel is genuinely scared right now. uh, what if I try to run?
As you turn, you feel a hand grab you by your ankle.
And I fell?
You are not fallen. It is a firm grip, but it does not pull you.
I want to see what's that.
You turn around and you see the man that you long to see again starting to stand, and then you realize he's not standing, he's pulling you down.
Down the
As
water?
he's starting to he is starting to pull you straight down into the water. What was once this sand under your feet is now nothing as you start to sink. As you feel more hands, as you start to look around you, you see the party that you're with right now start to grab you and pull you down. All with these glowing eyes, unblinking, just staring at you as you start to sink.
Can I try to free myself from them?
Absolutely. Go ahead and give me a athletics check.
Athletics.
Okay. What you think is going to be in a very hard fight, you feel as you kick and push, it feels like they can't keep a grip on you as you break free out of the dozens of hands grasping at you. And as soon as you break the grip, you feel the sand return under your feet. And you see the inky green continue towards you, and every time the green water touches somebody, their face goes below the water and it doesn't return. And it's approaching you.
I think that's now I'm confused. I guess now I'm curious. Now I want to go back and try if I can see them again.
Do you go underwater to see them?
Yes.
Okay. As you go underwater, you see this green starting to rush towards you. As soon as the green touches those you know, and they sink further below, trying to escape the green. But as it grabs and pulls them into the blacky green out of sight, you start to feel the water coming towards you. As everything is pulled out of sight, what do you do?
So I'm a little bit confused on that. What happened actually?
So basically, you're seeing these people, you're seeing these golden eyes staring at you under the water, and the green water, once it touches them, it basically sucks them into the green water out of your sight.
Oh, so I can't see them anymore.
No, it's pulling them away.
I
And
want
it's
to
coming
follow.
right for you. Okay, so
Oh,
you're
it's
gonna
coming for
swim
me?
into the green water.
Yeah, I want the green water to
Okay.
take me.
As the green water washes over you, your nose starts to bleed. You start to bleed from your nose and your eyes. And you taste blood in your mouth. And
I
you wake
feel.
up.
Oh,
Wait. Wake up, or like wake up in the miniature
Oh,
dream inside
Mindle wakes up.
Oh, okay, wake up when you're back
Oh.
underwater. Yeah.
All right, we're going back to the other people now.
Oh my god.
good luck.
All right, people, Corsilla and Briar, go ahead and give me another wisdom saves to wake up.
Okay. Please, for the love of God.
They're
God
still at
damn it.
disadvantage, right?
It's literally gonna be the same every freaking time. It's 11 again.
You guys are sitting there, and as you're digging at yourselves, trying to wake up, you're not feeling any pain. As you see Mindel's body start to just float away
Bye.
into the darkness.
I think
She
after when
just-
it's my next turn, I think I want to try to reach out to Nero one more time before I just
Yeah.
give up on this dream completely.
Okay, those of you pushing towards the bubble.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, at this point, you guys have been swimming over the chasm for a while, as you're seeing all these buildings sticking out of this inky green darkness. And you're following this light of this bubble, this bright beacon of whether you want it to be safety or answers or solace, anything, whatever you want this bubble to be. You're getting closer and closer as the memories that you had now feel like they're starting to be forgotten and consumed. And you're starting to forget who you are, what you are,
I don't
why
like
you're here.
this.
It's too late. Here we go.
You were you, and then you were someone else, and now you are nothing.
Mm-hmm.
As you push closer and closer. And on whoever that is in front of you, with a green glowing bow, that glow is now growing stronger and stronger as you are pulled. As you approach this bubble, you all see these 5, 7? What are numbers? Numbers are
Oh.
hard.
Yes.
12? What's 12? Robed entities. All staring at you outside of this bubble, or inside of this bubble. They just stare as you approach. Do you people want to do anything?
What is wanting?
I don't know.
What is
Why are you doing
what
this?
is what?
I've had one goal. I'm swimming toward it. It's all that's left of me at this point.
Body in motion
On
stays
pure
in motion. Or whatever.
Yeah.
in pure instinct, you guys swim to this thickened glass, and you see these entities. I need you all to roll d20s as a perception,
Oh,
but no
yeah.
bonuses.
With no
Are you fucking
bonuses.
kidding me?
I'm loving this.
No bonus, so just d20s.
Five.
Fuck!
Oh, everybody did shit. Nice.
A-
Oh my
a
god.
D-
Yeah.
I rolled D20.
Yes.
Yeah, just a d20.
Come on, puppy.
You have to save us.
What do you mean?
Glitter us to safety.
What is there to save? We're all one
That was
at the
about to be
moment.
cool.
You guys are all basically just
Ooh.
sentient husks.
Mm-hmm.
18.
I thought we were more like a hive mind. We've blended together at this point.
Poppy,
What?
for a brief second, you were looking at all of these colors,
Shapes and colors.
Oh boy.
all these colored robes,
Mm.
and you just think to yourself, feel like it's missing something.
Oh no.
As you all wake up,
Wait,
Oh my
no.
God.
No.
So we wake up. Do we have our memories back, or are we just kind of derping? Like
I need
husks?
you all to roll history checks when you wake up.
Oh, fuck.
Are
Everyone
you
or
kidding
them?
me?
The horse and the bird also wake up.
Come on, man.
Mine was
Oh.
almost a 20.
That's okay.
The horse, Corsilla and Briar don't need to do the history checks.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you guys.
Well,
Titus
just
was
wake
gonna
up.
wake up
Fucking
screaming the
shit.
word no. No.
Glitter.
Poppy's lost her memories.
Gray, Chase, and Titus, you all wake up, and it takes you about 30 seconds before you remember almost everything that happened in the dream, but most importantly, you remember who you are.
Good. Good.
That's
Poppy,
good.
you wake up
Oh.
and you know who you are, and you know basic speech,
Oh.
Oh fuck.
but you don't know where you are or who these people are around you.
Oh.
Not even
Oh
me?
my goodness.
Poppy
Well, she got phanesia.
Nisha.
Well, if
Yeah,
I
that
just woke
happens when
up,
you're-
will Poppy see the poppy fairies floating around me? I guess
Uh, yeah, she would see those, yeah.
she doesn't remember me at
Poppy.
all.
Mm-mm.
Hmm.
As you all wake up, you all feel a continuous flow of blood out of your nose. The four of you.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna look at them like, what the fuck?
I'm gonna wander towards the other two. If they're bleeding, can I check their health? I'm gonna do a health check.
Yep, go ahead and do a medicine roll. Who are you checking?
Fuck. This was Titus first.
As you're looking at him, the sun is just now starting to peak, so there's very little sunlight, and the bonfires have gone out and are just smoldering. But it's really hard to see. You can see or feel the blood running down their nose. What the fuck, Tailspire?
Yeah,
It's doing a thing.
it was
Do we get
flashing
to
for
hit-
a
I
minute.
was. I wanted to ask what.
Do we get to hit
because-
that long rest button?
No,
Fuck
not
no.
yet.
Wait.
No wrists.
Oh, but the sun came up.
We'll get there probably.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Probably.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. They're still in the dream. Anyway.
Anyways,
Oh,
I guess I'm
sweet.
shoving stuff up Titus's nose if he lets me.
Yeah, you see Titus's bloody nose, but that's
Yeah,
about all you get.
that's my action though. Is I'm gonna be trying to get some cloth all up in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just rip parts of my robe. I can mend it. It's fine.
Yeah. So you stuffed the nosebleed. You don't know if you've stopped it yet or not, but it's not running down his face anymore.
And no point of damage?
Nope.
Okay. I'm going to prestidigitation myself clean.
Okay.
Do I have a Geiger counter? Can I see if I'm radioactive?
Hold on. I gotta get the Fallout books.
Yeah. My Pip-Boy going off right now?
Yeah, you reach in for some Radix.
Please, something.
Um, but yeah. Chase, you look around. I mean, you have a bloody nose, and you see Ray and Poppy also have a bloody nose. But as you look at Poppy, she seems confused. She's looking around, and with you see a look of no recognition on her face. She seems confused and scared.
I want everybody to know the idea of Chase checking. She's like snapping her fingers, seeing if Poppy looks at her fingers. In both directions, how many fingers do I got? How many fingers do I have up and doing stuff like that.
Do we know each other?
We knew each other a little bit, and if you don't remember, I'm sure you will at some point, and it'll be all right.
Does Gray hear this?
So looks like Steam's down.
I think Gray's right there, isn't he?
Steam is down.
No, it's back. Okay, sorry. Continue.
Does Gray hear Poppy say, "Who are you?"
Yes.
Hi, Poppy. It's Chase,
Who?
my bosom bred friend.
Brad.
Poppy, you are still
Oh,
your
Brad.
personality, but you don't know these people.
Poppy, do you know who I am?
No.
Poppy, what's the last thing? Do you know your name, Poppy? You were responding, I guess.
I'm Poppy.
I'm Poppy. Yes, you are.
What do you remember last?
I don't know.
You remember the screams of your family being stomped as you watch your city burn. That is your last waking memory. And you remember those lopsided eyes staring at you in the dark as it continues to rampage through your town.
So I'm gonna grab one of the blankets and put it over her shoulders.
Ray, you should comfort her. Jesus Christ.
Listen, I just had my mind fucked, okay? I'm a little dazed right now.
I almost responded when she said gray for a second. Like, well, things are a little fuzzy. Did I
Alright.
see you get bored? I have so much going on right now.
Oh yeah. Pretty much,
Right.
you guys will also have generic memories of like eating dinners with with their other families, but it's not great in those spots of eating a hunt. It's chase.
Oh,
And Titus, you remember the punishments of the nuns when you did something wrong.
oh, we have some stuff to talk about, the two of you.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna be a little how do I put this? I don't want to say rapey, but kind of. I have sooth salts, and they're like oral lozenges that give you an intelligence boost. And I just want to go over to Poppy because I see her being a fucking weirdo, and I want to shove one straight in her mouth. And they taste nice, so she should like it.
Yummy.
I just want to shove
You
this
just hear
straight in her mouth.
Jesus Christ.
Like, not like aggressively, like I'm not like trying to fucking cram my fist in her mouth, but I'm shoving this basically candy in her mouth right now.
Right.
Tip her head up with your finger and slowly slide a candy into her mouth.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
And then you like
Wow.
rub her throat to make her swallow.
Yeah,
Like,
rub her
yeah.
throat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not
like
happening.
I want to
It's not
like yeah,
happening.
totally feeding it to her like a dog that doesn't want to take medicine. Like I'm just gonna put it in there and like close her mouth shut and make sure that she is like actually like taking this in because like
Poppy, do you fight back?
Do you fight it, Poppy, or do you let it happen?
Hey, you.
Okay.
Okay. Poppy, go ahead and roll me
Funny
a
check.
wisdom save with advantage.
She said, "Oh, thank you, kind stranger, for the candy."
Wisdom save.
Oh, jeez.
You get 2 rolls and you get to take the highest.
Okay. Thank
Yeah.
God, because that's a fucking 4.
oh god.
She loses even more memory.
Well, that's not what these do, so like it shouldn't affect her negatively at all. It literally just helps her
shouldn't.
intelligence. That's all it
She
does.
thinks too hard and her brain explodes.
Brain hurt.
Brain bad.
17.
Hey, there we go.
Can I ask
Get out.
something?
We'll get just a second.
The engine's revving, but there's no wheels.
Poppy, as this horse person thing shoves this in your mouth,
Have a lozenge.
you think to yourself, why would somebody do this? And you feel a fogginess kind of lift from yourself as you recognize a face trying to help you like before,
Oh, good.
and the odd feeling of these lack of memories is lifted.
Do I see her eyes like relay that a little bit to
Yeah.
me that she's coming to?
Yeah, you see a sparkle in her eyes start to come
Okay.
back that wasn't there before.
Glitter.
All right, I'm just gonna like pat the top of her head like 3 times and walk back.
So quick thinking.
Thank you, Bri.
Need to make some more of those.
All right,
Again,
Mindle.
chicken nuggets.
Oh, she's back, baby. Mindle, what did you need clarified?
So we are all wake up right now.
Yes.
Awake.
Yes.
And we woke up like with a bloody nose.
Yeah, did
You
anybody
woke up,
else? Yeah.
Mindle. You woke up with a bloody nose, bloody mouth, and bloody eyes.
Ooh,
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna
Okay,
take a look at Mindle.
I'm feeling any pain.
You do not feel any pain.
Okay.
Mindle's just
I'm
walking
gonna roll
around like
this
that.
anyways.
With the bleeding thing.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Look
You okay?
hardcore.
I look horrifying. I love it.
Do I learn anything about Mindle's condition? Because this is a
Okay.
hard roll.
So, you also notice that there is blood pooled in her ears on top, or his ears on top of it.
Ooh.
He seems to be fine. He seems normal, just bleeding out of his face holes for some reason.
Owl holes.
And is this blood like how our blood was just kept fucking like going? Like it did? Is it stopped yet? Has it stopped for anyone yet?
Roll perception with advantage.
Okay. With advantage because
On top of this will be alongside your medicine check.
perception. Oh my god. Oh right,
Okay.
one more roll.
Yep.
Okay.
Double it.
Yeah. The blood, you don't see anything odd about the blood, and after you put pressure like on the bridge of the nose, it stops the bleeding fairly quickly. For the eyes and the ears, you just do your best to you can't tell where the bleeding is coming from, so it's internal, so you're just hoping it stops. And after a second of just cleaning blood, you notice it stops flowing from everybody, including Mindle.
Okay. It's good news, I think.
Thanks, Chase.
The only thing, I guess, for the eyes, you notice that the blood was specifically coming from the tear ducts.
Oh man. That's some radiation poisoning for sure. How's my kid
Can I
feeling?
do? Yeah, can I do any history checks? I don't feel like this is gonna come up with any, to be honest. But
Yeah, you can do a history check.
where the fudge is the history? There we go. 22.
Okay, what are we doing a history check on? Like just bleeding, face bleeding?
Yeah. So it's coming from all these holes. Maybe a bit about that city. That's about all I got.
Okay. Don't know really about the city, other than you also have the thought of maybe a city pre-storm. For the bleeding, you think your first thought is maybe psychic damage, but usually that hurts. But you were asleep when it happened. So maybe something you guys were psychically attacked in your dream. Maybe.
Oh, okay. It's a maybe. Woohoo!
Maybe they got brains or brain worms.
No.
Can we
no,
backtrack on those bear brain worms?
No.
Only way to find out is to crack a skull open, as far as you're aware.
Ah! Okay.
We got cure wounds. Cracks knuckles.
Oh.
Pulls
Best way to save a life is to take a life.
We only need them to be dead for under 6 seconds.
Porcela's got twitchy fingers after the last time we had to skin people's shit off.
Too bad we
So-
can't use Frond.
Just as a double check, I'm sure you've already answered this, but like Briar and the ones that didn't go far from that spot, they don't have blood, right?
They do not have blood.
Okay.
Yeah, it seems like Mindel got the worst of it, and then the rest of you have just your bloody noses.
So did we all see that bubble?
I love how no one is curious about like me being the most damaged.
I mean, I had
Got a lot
blood out
going
of
on.
my
I
nose,
already
so
know
I'm pretty
why.
much
Titus is
assuming.
mostly. Yeah,
No,
Titus is
none of
mostly
you
in
know
shock.
what happened to Mindel.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I saw that. I saw him sleeping on the job.
Sleeping on the job.
Yeah,
You did see
Titus
him.
is mostly in shock from the visions of trying to process
Yeah.
four people's memories now, and
That'd be him.
the compromise that means.
Did
So
we?
the
But
four of
this,
you have seen bits of each other's pasts.
Did we
Some
all?
stronger than others.
Did we?
Yeah.
Did we all
Yeah.
see the bubble? I'm questioning the rest of the group.
I mean, I
Uh,
was
You're asking the
swimming to
people
it.
that weren't there?
I'm asking
Priscilla
everyone.
was
I don't know
open the
what's
his-
real or.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
don't know what
mean,
this guy's talking about. don't
I
know
was
what
swimming
he's
to
talking
it
about.
with you. We almost made it, I think.
You
Did we
remember
make it?
touching the outside of that bubble with
We
those robed entities staring at you, faceless.
Do we remember any of the colors specifically, or was it all colors?
It was a slew of colors.
A slew of colors.
It was getting real hard to focus
Yeah,
at that point.
Yeah.
You could roll a.
Oh,
I would allow a history check with disadvantage to try to remember some of the colors.
oh, you know I gotta try. A natural 20 and an 11 for a 17.
You remember seeing blue, pink, yellow, purple, black, white, all sorts of different colors.
Okay, just a bunch of colors.
Just a bunch of colors.
Now, was each one robed in a different color, or was each?
Yes. Each
Okay.
one had a different colored robe.
Each one had a different color robe. Okay.
Sort of like the entities on the map that we saw.
More colors than those. It was a. Yeah, you did see those.
Those
Well,
colors. Oh.
You have that
This is
thought.
another-
Chase specifically, give me a history check.
Let's go.
Come on, Chase, make a roll.
Guide yourself now.
Make a good roll, you.
18.
18 overall.
You didn't see a green.
Didn't see green.
You didn't see a green. Huh.
Which one was green again? Was that the one in the lake? The ocean? The ocean one?
Water was green.
Out of all the road colors, we didn't see green.
I want to.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No.
You. I want to know. I want to know. Gray wants to know about your what you saw.
This is absolutely in character. No, you. No, you. No, shut up. You.
Yes. I want to approach Ray and talk to him like in a small voice. Wait, how do you whisper?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I want to tell him that I didn't see the bubble. Or what are you talking about? I don't know. I didn't see it.
Did you see something different?
Yes. I was in a different place. For a moment, I stopped seeing all of you. I don't want anyone else to hear this, okay? Just pretend you don't. I was alone. It was like it was at the shore on a beach, not beach, and everything was
What
dark.
did the beach look like?
Black, like the sun was dark and the water was dark, and then I saw like a little green on the water. I saw some people, it doesn't matter who, but eyes on people, like their eyes, and
You mean it doesn't matter who?
I don't want to get in detail, okay? Don't ask. So I saw this green stuff and I thought it was a good idea to go through it and see what happened. I woke up like this.
Is her face still, or his face still?
Yeah, you
bloody?
see like the crusted blood. Yeah, not still bleeding, but you know,
Right.
partially cleaned up.
Yeah, Chase is shit at cleaning it up, apparently.
Well, you know, maybe some blood smears.
no.
You know, it's still dark.
I can prestidigitation anyone clean
Yeah.
and Febreze anybody who needs it. I was just letting you tend the wounds, yeah. Make sure people stop bleeding before I clean them, you know.
I think that was. I think it was Lake Essence. I think something's in the water.
I'm gonna kind of look at everybody. Do I see any open wounds on like the arms of anyone trying to wake themselves up, or who all is, and trying to take a note of who all is and isn't bleeding?
I would say Chase and Briar have light bruising. Nothing open. What was that, Corsilla?
Where's Corsilla? Did anybody see?
Okay.
Where'd she go?
Marcella's not here with us?
She would have wandered off after all the infighting and slept away from the group that night.
Okay.
So she would not be there currently, since everyone's like just waking up.
Noted.
Or at least, how long has it been at this point now?
Probably like
Since we've woken up.
5-10 minutes.
Yeah, so she wouldn't have walked over there yet.
Okay.
Does Gray, did he notice if the city or the bubble, did it look like it was built to be underwater, or did it kind of just end up there somehow? Like, was that bubble?
Hard to tell. That wasn't like a thing you try to do in the moment.
Gotcha.
That'd be a hard check. History would. If double disadvantage would be a thing, you'd have it, but it isn't.
Like, I just, like,
say, "Can I assist
structurally,
you?" But I don't.
structurally, did it look like it was meant to be, like, airtight, you know, watertight?
So, once you got closer, the bubble was entirely clear with a light shimmer to it, almost like a magical shield or ward. And it was solid like a wall.
Okay.
And you couldn't really see inside of the bubble because it was a blinding bright light, except for those robed entities just at the edge staring at you.
And they didn't wave or anything at us, right? They just looked at us.
They just looked at you.
Were they standing or floating?
They were standing with their robes, basically covering their face and their hands. You couldn't see any skin or what was under the robes. But just standing there, some with their arms folded, some with their hands at their side. Doing the classic thing where their hands are inside of their own sleeves in front of them.
Oh, Mendel, I have no idea what any of this means. Because we're still whispering with each other right now.
Gray, do we have any chicken nuggets?
You're the one that keeps them in your bra.
I want
It's
to make
about
special
now.
one.
You guys hear, holy fucking shit! And we're gonna take a pee break.
Gonna have a pee break? Oh.
Pee
have a free
break. Holy fuck.
Yay! Thank you.
I really need to
Yeah, I
pee.
took one earlier. I had to go bad. I just pulled my phone up there and listened to the stream.
Why did Tailspire break?
I have no idea. Could you do me a favor though?
Sure.
Could you roll me a D100?
A D100.
Yeah.
Back, baby.
I need to see what memories you got.
What memories I got?
Yeah,
I-
of mine.
I rolled
Got
an
an
8. I got nothing.
Got it. Okay. No, that's not what that means. You got something. All of you got something. It just determines where in the memories you got. Okay.
I will say you got like a lot of like base memories of maybe some trauma,
Mm-hmm.
but nothing like super character developing.
Yeah, I was gonna just give him like flashes of a few things, and then each one will get like a memory, and they'll all get flashes of stuff. And then I need to send my notes to you this week. I have most of it finished. I just got to finish it up.
Yeah, I'll allow you guys to share what memories they got on top of whatever I said.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I have a
but
memory
yeah,
for
you've
each
all
one.
experienced pretty much each other's backgrounds. Like I made it more specific to
Yeah.
kind of keep things flowing a little bit easier, but you all experienced that. Like Gray, you also sat in a nunnery through like a study of the goddess and that kind of stuff.
Did we end up getting a long rest after all that or no?
You haven't
Yes.
said yet. Okay.
Okay.
Thank
Oh, okay.
goodness. I was waiting.
I like pressing the button.
Good. So my final exhaustion is gone. Let's go. Time to cast that spell again.
When we're all back, I'm going to start with Corsilla, and then we'll get with
Okay. Okay.
whatever that holy shit was.
Poppy, could you roll a D100 for me,
Yeah.
please?
I thought I've told people about like what happened.
You did.
Probably.
But we got to
Yeah.
live it as you this time.
Yeah.
We literally were
mind
seeing
melded.
it through your eyes. Yeah.
So you get
Yeah,
to
you-
see everyone get squashed like bugs.
Yes.
I pretty much.
But they might have also seen you with your family
parents,
eating
Yeah.
a regular happy dinner before everything.
Could have been a good
too.
memory. Yeah. 51 noted. Okay.
51.
Should I be doing this with you guys too?
That's up
If
to
you
you.
want to.
However you
It's
want
up to you guys.
Yeah.
That's a good idea, though. I like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
give
that's
each
great.
of you one memory depending on the role, and then you'll all have shared flashes that I'll tell you later. Like, well, I'll do a sit down with each of you, and just like a little 5-10 minute
Yeah.
conversation.
I think I'm just gonna give everybody general stuff and
Okay.
and call it good.
Chase, could you
That's all.
roll a D100 for me?
Oh, okay.
What are you doing?
D100.
We're trying to see which memories we kept of each other.
Yeah, well, we all mind melded, so I'm giving them each a memory. Okay.
Oh,
I
okay.
have another 2D50s.
We are one mind.
Yeah, we're all of one mind. We Vulcan mind melded. That's all.
Did we share like all of our memories, and then right now we're just choosing which we remember?
Which ones you
Right.
keep? That's a good thought. We all literally lived our lives, but now we're coming out which ones.
Like
we're
how much? Yeah,
remembering
how
and
much was in the dream versus
What?
how much stayed?
Well, how much of your own life do you remember?
keeping. Yeah, how much?
Exactly.
Is
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
the trauma? I blocked
Yeah,
everything
you
out.
you remember trauma and happiness, and sometimes you get those weird memories of like, why do I
Mhm.
remember that? Why do I remember doing that when I was 9?
And
Or
there
a
was like
smell
a
of-
little kid in the woods.
That smell that takes you back. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
the day Poppy became a mama.
I also want to emphasize you guys didn't time travel, you did memories, and memories are skewed. So
Right.
Very
Ooh, I
much
can make them
so.
skewed. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'll think up
So
of
just be-
like 3 different memories for each of you. Then at
Okay.
random.
is everybody
Sure.
back?
I think so.
Either.
All right.
Cool. Got a bullet text.
Yes, yes.
All right, we're gonna rewind a little bit. Corsilla, you wake up alone, isolating yourself from the group.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
Well, when I wake up, I'd take a swig from my flask and just pet Cortana a little bit. And then I'd write a letter.
Okay.
And then probably about like 15 minutes of just writing.
Yeah, at this
Just
point you're
sitting
gonna
out there,
hear
I'd
the
head back.
holy fucking shit.
Yeah, and then I'll be like, okay. And then get up and head back to the caravan.
Well, I think you probably also hear us yelling for you because at this point I noticed you weren't there. We'd all be looking too.
I mean, if we saw her leave the night before, oh well, yeah. After that dream, I suppose.
Yeah,
Pretty
we
stealthy.
we woke up. She said she wasn't there. I spoke out saying, "Where's Corsilla?" And then Biffers shouted out.
So what do you all
I would
do after
He
definitely.
that?
was wrong.
I
Yeah,
would
I'd head
be.
towards Biffers.
Yeah,
Okay.
I heading to Biffers and looking for her.
The first thing you guys see with Biffers is he's bleeding from everywhere, but his gums are also bleeding.
Oh,
Tell me I get to feed him a soup salt as well.
You know what? That's a great question. Let me roll.
Yeah, we need to know if he remembers us or not.
Also, it'd be so funny to watch Biffers try to like bite you.
Oh, the way I would grapple that man
Just
so fast to be able to shove that in his throat, it's happening.
I don't know. He's pretty.
Just say, watch out.
He's pretty PCP'd out. He might be able to overtake you.
Yeah, guess what I have? Tavern brawler, baby.
You have that one.
tavern.
That's
She be
awesome.
a grappling,
I love it.
thigh strangling motherfucker.
I thought that was more of a Tika
Them
thing.
horse legs.
No, that's
Tika.
listen.
I think it's just a heathen thing.
Briar hasn't pulled out a lot of things because she hasn't done combat yet. You guys don't even know.
She's done some combat.
You don't even know.
Minimal.
Minimal.
Minimal combat.
All right. As you all approach Biffers, you see him bleeding and he coughs, and you see a pretty unhealthy amount of blood come up. He's like, "Oh God! ah! Ah!" That was weird.
Are you in pain?
No.
How many drugs did you do last night, Biff?
An amount, but no more than normal.
Is X bleeding out?
Um,
I'm sorry.
So,
So more
yeah,
of the
as you
DM.
all-
Do we
yeah,
see
you
him?
all
He's usually
would've
with
gone-
Biffers at all times.
yeah, you guys had to go into his wagon, and you see X starting to stir, and you see a little bit of nose or blood coming out of his nose, but that's it.
Biffs, what
This
did
is a
you dream
dragon.
about?
Holy shit! I was in some water, and I was like, "Fuck this! I'm going back to sleep." And then I went on the beach, like there's like a black beach. I was like, "Fuck this! I'm going back to sleep." And then,
Oh my
and then
God.
I was, and
Double Inception.
I don't know. I don't know what happened after that.
Oh. Okay.
I remember a lot of green, and then a lot of black, and then like a big voice, like a big scary voice thing. I don't. It sounded like, but it was way scarier than that.
Hell yeah.
Do I?
Uh,
No. We wouldn't recognize anything. None of us heard anything, right?
no, none of you guys heard a voice. No.
Huh.
And it was like he was like in my mind and shit.
Could you do that again?
But it was like really deep in my mind. I don't know how a voice is deep in a mind, but it was.
Got it.
There's no vocal cord. It doesn't make any sense.
Huh.
And then I think he mind fucked me a little bit. It was weird.
Oh.
I bet it was Cerberus.
Could you explain the process?
A lot of green, and then I felt it felt like it felt like me was leaking out of me. Does that make sense?
Ooh.
Oh yeah. We kind of all
Hot.
experienced that, but four of us leaked out and then leaked into each other all at the same time.
Now that
To
sounds hot.
yourself.
Dude.
Yeah. I've got some
Ooh.
memories that aren't my own, but I lived them. It's kind of still trying to process all that.
Yucky.
Yeah, that it
I feel like I could shoot a bow for a moment.
Oh.
I didn't feel like I could shoot a bow. I felt like I was losing my fucking mind.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Although, I felt like that's what I was supposed to do. Strange.
I'm gonna snap in Titus's face. Hey.
Still here,
Stay
still
with us
here.
here.
Still here.
Can you
Despite the
reach Titus's
experience.
face?
Excuse me, you bastard!
make sure
I am so tall. I'm so fucking tall.
I
What are you
just see
talking
the
about?
jump and silent armor. Snap, snap, snap.
Yes,
Right, the
You snaps at your
platform.
armpit.
Right,
I am
right.
tall
That
and
was
agile.
racist.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Yeah,
of course.
that was wild. You saw the people, right?
Yeah.
Couldn't
See
make
any
out the
people?
faces though.
Nah, I don't. No people. Just a green wave. And then,
X, what about you?
Yeah. You see X starting to sit up from bed. And he's like, I went down into the city.
Hey, we did too. What did you
I didn't
see?
go to the. Did you go to the bubble or
Oh yeah, we
to
touched
the
it.
depths? I went to the depths.
They were touching tips at the bubble.
It was dark, and I've never seen architecture quite like that. It reminded me a bit of Jaunt, but older, more foreign.
What's John?
Uh, City up north, made of ice, built into an ice wall.
Hold on. Reminded
We're gonna find out that John melted.
X of the city of John. Can you spell that?
Jaunt.
Just wanted to make sure I had that. All right. Up north, city in the ice. All right.
It was kind of like that, real real gothic, real old style, but this was even more ancient-ish.
Oh,
Not quite the same, but
just had a
more
light.
angles on top of the gothic. I don't know. It was odd. Haven't seen anything quite like it. It's hard to explain.
Light bulb just flickered over my head.
Oh boy.
Bitterfrost Reach, frozen wasteland. City. Ooh. City under the ice. Ooh.
Yep.
Okay.
Where's Yamal stay?
Yamal is not there at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, Yamal usually sleeps outside.
We should probably do
Cool.
a head check. Make sure no one else ended up like Poppy.
Where's my
What
boy
the hell happened
Fawn?
to Poppy?
Oh, she's fine.
She's fine
Okay.
now because of Briar, but she
They
lost.
say I took a trip.
Yeah,
Too many
it
chicken
was a little
nuggets.
It was
hard,
a bad one.
and she lost her memories for a little bit.
Sucks.
But
So,
then I remembered
First.
that your wife fucked a giant. You know, Biff?
Boy, she sure did.
We really gave him the what for, though.
Yeah, but who got the last fucking on that one? Am I right? Yeah.
Exactly.
on that note, I'm gonna go check on the back half of the caravan.
Hell yeah, Biff. Hell yeah.
So, it seems like most people have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Got it.
A few people are like, yeah, I kind of remember being in like some green water, and then I woke up, so that's fine.
Okay, cool. Nobody bleeding?
Yeah, they're not
Because that's
bleeding.
what I'm looking for too. I'm seeing if anyone's bleeding specifically, and I'll go talk to them first.
looks like a lot of people are okay.
Cool.
Even Yamal seems
Question?
fine.
Did the Tabaxi die, or is he still in the caravan somewhere?
I think he was one of the
Nope.
survivors. We only lost a couple
Bed-
that I know
Yeah,
of.
bed's good.
Okay.
Bed's still alive. Cool.
Bed's still bedding.
Bed's still
What
dead.
happened to Fran?
Yeah,
Uh,
Bed is dead.
no,
Do we
bed's
still have
alive.
Fran?
Oh.
Okay,
Bed is
bed's
still
alive.
bedding. That's what I said.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Bed is still dead. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
No, bed is bed is fine. I said bed is still bedding.
Bad.
So he's still,
Mhm. Yeah.
he's good.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, Franz says he's fine. He's like, yeah, I'm okay. And then he sees Biffers like, ah, yeah, I'm okay.
Good.
I'm a pirate.
I think I want to pull Corsola to the side for a second. I want to ask her if she thinks that last night was Nero or something bigger than Nero.
Does he really look like a watery green type of guy, though?
I don't remember what his color was for the map.
Black.
You have keen
said it
mind.
was-
It was just black?
Yeah,
Just
it was
black.
black.
Okay, okay. Yeah,
And does he really look like he'd spend his time in water all the time?
I mean, no, but like if he's just fucking with us.
And Chase and Mindle weren't submerged in water when they got took by him, so I don't think it was him.
Okay, okay.
So
Am I near you guys? Can I just pipe up and be like, hey, he might know the guy though.
Oh no,
But
it was just
I
her
don't
and
think
I
I want
alone.
Okay,
Chase could
okay.
eavesdrop.
well, we didn't go
I
to the
have
back
to
of the
be- I
caravan.
have to be sneaky.
Yeah, I would think I was the only one who went though. The rest of them
Oh.
were with Biffers.
Mm-hmm.
Because at that statement, I stepped off to go check on everybody, and then I was going to
Yeah.
come report back
Well,
to you
it's
guys. to let
something
everybody know
that should
I
be
went with
said
Titus, I think.
before I am already having the conversation. Let's be real.
Yeah.
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 That was all.
No, it's just
Depends
me
on the
going like,
situation.
where are we?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it.
Okay. Anybody else want to do anything while I go check on the caravan and they have their conversation?
Brainstorming so hard right now, trying to figure out where this
yeah.
place is.
Yeah, after I talk with Briar, I'd probably walk up to Chase and so we forgot to give him dinner last night, right?
Oof.
Nope. I don't remember anything about that. Nope, not at all. Shh.
You should
We can give
probably
him
go give
breakfast,
him
it's fine.
Yeah, you should probably go do that.
All right.
Maybe
I'm gonna walk off lazily to do that, I guess.
Okay.
All right. So
I'm off. I'm just gonna try to clear my mind and just herb hunt right now. Like I'm not gonna go far, but I just want to be alone for a little bit.
Okay.
Did we get a long rest? I can't.
Yeah, we
Yes.
did.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Let me just
I didn't know
refresh
either.
that. There. I gave everybody food that I can
Okay.
get food for. Some bacon.
We're gonna finally arrive. Like, hey, everybody in the back's okay. It seems to be just us. Again.
Titus. Well, actually, maybe I should ask Corsola. Does anyone remember if there was a glow in Bitterfrost?
was there a glow in Bitterfrost?
Yeah, but it was a light blue, if I remember right. It was a light blue or a dark blue, one of the two.
She'll scratch her head a little bit and be like, "Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure there was. It was like a shade of blue for sure. Yeah, for sure a shade of blue. Yeah."
Yeah, it was like a icy blue, so blue with like white.
Think about like when it's really windy out and there's like scarce clouds, like that weird milky blue. Yeah, that color.
Okay.
Are you still Sorry, are you still talking about the dream?
Trying to figure out where the city is. A bubble.
On
I
the
think
map,
what
yeah. I was wondering the same thing. I'm just trying to think because, like,
First
I
I
was
thought
going through my notes
I
and
thought-
looking at the map that I've got, and I'm trying to figure out where it was too.
I thought Lake Essence because of the green, and it was so close to Spee, and Spee has a bubble too. And then
Well, he said the ocean green sea foam, and I remember him saying there was a light that was in the water that wasn't in Lake Essence, and I can't remember which direction it was. I don't think it was the Black Ash Sea because that was gray water. So I was thinking it's probably over by the overgrown isles in that water because if I remember that being green, but I can't remember. I'd have to go back and look through the rest of my notes.
it wasn't
taken
in
The
so many.
overgrown isles did not have
Yeah.
a
Not
thing.
green water. Okay, so because it was, yeah, it's not Lake Essence. There was a green light there, but the water wasn't green.
Yeah, I will
have
say
you
Lake
thought
Essence
that
had the
maybe
green star.
Green star, yeah.
haven't you thought that maybe it's just a dream and that's it?
we all had the same dream.
I think you're overthinking it.
I think I'm underthinking
Right.
it.
Yeah. If we share a dream and we all communicate with each other in the dream, and
We spent a lot of time together.
I remember him being born, and I was there being born, and I can tell him details about it, and I'm right. So how did I get that?
You were there when I was
I will say
born?
with Gray, with Gray, you won't have any memories before Gray was
Okay.
with his dad.
Right. I was just, yeah, I'm just using this. So okay, so I'd have flashes of him being a kid, and I'm right. So I don't know. That seems pretty real to me.
But it didn't happen. Nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
It was a vision.
Why are you saying that? Can I insight check that?
Can
This freaking guy.
Oh no!
I rolled a
what
two.
if Mindle has a point?
2 minus 1.
Nothing did happen.
You know what? Maybe it was a dream.
Dude, that is awful. God damn.
It was more of why was she saying that, but you know what? Maybe she just had her own dream.
A couple of
He-
questions. A couple of questions. about
Thank you.
Uh, okay, so this was a bubble in a city. Was there a city in the bubble in the city?
Bubble around a
Oh,
city.
you
Okay,
get
there
it?
was.
The city under the bubble.
Okay. Think of the ocean floor. Flat. Just for the sake of easiness. A large crater. In that crater, you could see the tops of this odd kind of Gothic architecture.
Yeah.
And then you would go, and then in the middle of that crater was a large pillar with a bunch of etchings on it. And the top of that pillar was flat. And over that flat pillar was this probably Arcana bubble that kind of reminds you of looking at a large city. You couldn't get much detail inside of that bubble,
Oh, okay.
but for
Okay,
whatever
yeah.
reason you thought of a city inside of that bubble.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to double check that just because I
Ah.
was like, okay, there's a city and then there's a bubble. And then
I
we
would
didn't
say-
really say what we
I broke it.
Thinking about it, you could see the black outlines of a city. Like you couldn't see details, but you could see like the silhouette of a city inside of that bright bubble.
Okay.
And I'm assuming too vague to figure out whether it looks like the same architecture as the actual architecture, right?
Too vague at the moment.
Okay.
Can I say something?
Yes.
I think we are being distracted. And that's it.
Probably.
I think we should keep going. I think we shouldn't give. I think we shouldn't be going deeper on this kind of stuff because I think we are just being distracted. We are getting far, far, far away from our point on the things we had to do. If nothing happened to us, then we shouldn't overthink it. That's it.
But why? I can't help.
We're close to Lake Essence, right? Because we're getting close to Spee.
Yeah.
Right? I'm asking just geologically.
Yeah.
So the closer we get to Spee, about how many days would you say would be away from Lake Essence? Because we're 2 days away from Spee. Would it be like a day?
Spee
A day from
is
Lake
on
Essence,
Lake
since
Essence.
right. But
Part of
like
Spee
as we're
touches Lake Essence.
swooping down, so we would be about a day away from Lake Essence, and 2 days from Spee as we're swooping around the ankle.
Let me just do a little mappy poo here.
Ben,
Because we went through Arbor, we're swooping down. We didn't touch the Titlet Badlands, and so the Titless Badlands, sorry. And then so we kept swooping down around, and so we're about we would say maybe even hours away from Lake Essence, depending on how far we traveled and where the road is from the map.
Yeah, if you guys were to go pretty much straight north, you'll touch Lake Essence.
But yeah, that's what I'm asking though. Are we a day away or are we hours away? Could we smell Lake Essence in the air?
You cannot smell Lake Essence, but you could assume you're probably within a day's travel.
Okay, okay.
Maybe a day, depending on where you're exactly at on the road.
Right. Right. Well, I mean, we do need to get moving. We don't want to be stationary too long. But
Briar, can I get a survival check?
Ooh.
Yes. In 3 to 5 business days.
While we wait on that, yeah, you hear Biffer's like, all right, okay, let's ignore the people doing the weird shit that are always doing the weird shit. We gotta get moving, boys. You get 4 doses of everything you were looking for.
Okay, thank you.
Well,
So everybody starts to break their camps down.
don't forget to try journal in your dream journals. Let's get moving.
Can I call a crow in?
Yes.
Or a bird? Specifically trying to call in a bird, so.
Yeah. Go ahead, animal handling.
16.
Hey.
Yeah. You get a raven flies in.
Better than most of our rolls.
Right? Might have been trash.
I know. I've had one decent roll where I rolled a disadvantage and got 2 good ones. Other than that, it's been pretty rough.
I'll hand it something shiny from my pocket along with a letter and then send it off.
Flies off.
Ray says pull and then shoots it. No.
Jesus.
Make a good
That
suit.
bird's about to meet him.
For real.
Dear diary, Gray shot a bird right in front of Corsola.
Oh.
It's got a message. It's coming right for me.
Coming right at us.
It's
another phoenix.
Oh no.
You're going to fast forward 2 days.
Oh shit.
Oh, wait.
This is
I
what it's
would
been
look-
leading up to.
I would like to write some scrolls in this time.
Does anybody have anything they would like to do in these 2 days?
I'll be herbing, but I can send those to you in a minute.
And
Uh,
I have a question. Yeah. Can my character be looking for stuff to make like healing potions or healing scrolls in that time? Probably good.
I would. Yeah, that's easy. You could do healing scrolls easier because that's
Oh.
your forte.
Yeah.
So you could focus on that, or also try to get stuff for potions.
Okay, I'll focus on the scrolls.
Yeah, it'd take you about like an hour to do a scroll. It's 50 gold per level.
I would ask that first night after we stopped again from that day, I would have asked Titus to see the prestidigitation spell scroll. Just to look at it.
You want me to write a prescription scroll for you? Is that what you're asking?
You don't have one? Or like have it in your book that I could just like look at?
Well, you can't look at my book, but I could definitely write out a scroll for you. That would be no problem.
I don't need it. I would just like to see it. So,
Yeah,
but I mean,
yeah,
I'll take it. But like,
yeah, that would be much easier. It's a cantrip. That won't take me but 10 minutes to write down that for you real quick, and you could see the circle and everything and study it if you'd like.
cool.
Yeah.
I have a question, Titus. These scrolls that are written, like, are you the only one who can read them, or like use them, or just the whole party can use them?
You trained me how to do it.
Oh, okay.
Some of the members also can cast Cure Wounds already. Like they know that spell, so they would be able to cast it. I can't write it in my book, but if you write those scrolls out for me, I can cast them.
Oh, okay.
I have
Okay.
one from the last time you did it.
Yeah. So however many I make over that duration, I'll just
That's
get them
up
all
to you.
cast.
I bought a bunch of supplies. It takes you an hour to write one.
Yeah.
And I've got supplies to do it. I gave you some earlier. If you don't have it marked down in your notes, that's fine. I'll just mark it down for each one you make.
Yeah. Okay. So I would say 2 hours each night, which makes 4.
Yep. Okay. That also helps you too, because you can cast those and save spell slots for yourself. You just
Yeah.
have
So maybe.
extra cure wounds that you can cast, and you can do that for other spells that you can do. It's not just
Yeah.
that. But they cost money to do it. That's the other side.
Yeah. So maybe I should keep one and then give you 3.
Yeah.
I'll do
I'll
that.
hold on to
I'll do
3 more of
that because
those.
I bet you I can remember one.
But yeah, because that was my idea. Is I was going to write some scrolls out to save myself some spells. Because as we're going into Spee, I don't know what I'm going to need. So to be able to cast some of my third level spells a couple extra times would be huge.
um, when I go to pick up my scroll, would I be able to possibly see other scrolls that he's working on at the same time?
I mean,
That would be a perception probably, if he
Okay.
is even working on other scrolls at the same time.
Would you have like your supplies sitting around you while you're doing stuff?
I mean, I would be in the cabin doing it. It's where I've been. I've been checking on the mimic and everything, so I've been in there so I could spread some stuff out.
So
And
I would
you'd have
be
to
able,
come
I would
in.
see.
Yeah.
Well, I would say I would come in to get the
Oh,
scroll you had written for me,
Let me see.
or would you let me in?
Well, there's already a barrel. There's me and Chase in the writing stuff. But I'd say with the door open and you coming up, you would probably see that me beginning the haste spell scroll and her doing her cure wounds. But I wouldn't be deep in.
There's no like finished ones that you had would sit
No,
there. Okay.
not at the moment. No, I
Okay.
rolled to see. That's why I was checking.
Okay. All right then. That's all I had.
Okay.
So, after these 2 days, you start to see small blanket ramshackle tents on the sides of the road. And these dirty families of just covered in muck and grime, haven't showered in months. You start to see one tent on the side, maybe a couple of tents on the other side. And as you continue, your entire horizon is covered in tents. And you see the top of the bubble off in the distance of Spee. You are surrounded as you continue in a sea of tents. It smells of rot and disease and decay as these people just sit in these tents outside of Spee.
I want to keep on an eye on anyone trying to get close. Any thieves.
Can I do a history check? Is this like city, the tent city? Is it like 1,000 times bigger than it used to be, kind of thing? I
You
want to
don't
see
need to
if it.
roll a check. You
Okay.
know Tent Town grows every day.
Okay.
And it is bigger than you remember. Not insanely bigger, but it is bigger.
Okay.
And then
Well, once
From
we
time
got to,
God.
I'll say once we got to into the tents, she would have slowed down a bit, so that way they're closer together. So she'd be closer to Ashara than more further ahead, for sure.
one day.
As you
Oh yeah,
guys
and I guess I'm
continue.
breading her. Sorry.
Okay, yeah, you're fine. A lot of these people, you notice a lot don't even look up at the caravan. Occasionally, you'll see a couple people look up with just sadness in their eyes as they just watch your caravan with a pretty resounding presence going. And you all notice very slowly that this road starts to get a little bit more and more narrow, where it'd be harder and harder for two wagons to go side by side, especially with the size of your guys' wagons.
Are there any
As you
buildings?
can, there are no buildings. However, you do see some. It looks like there are times where people have sewn hundreds of blankets together and propped them up on poles to make these larger ragged tents.
Bougie.
You see, those seem quite far and few between, and you're seeing all these people just. Every once in a while, people will come up with their hands open. Please, can I have change to feed my family tonight?
Oh.
As you see a lot of these grimy people of all ages, whether they're young children to elderlies, look like they're already waist deep in the grave, begging for money, going about their day, slogging through mud. All the ground is torn up. There's very little grass between these tents as everybody just seems to just wander almost pointlessly, as you've noticed.
I'll kind of like lean over to Chase and be like, I know you probably really want to help them, but you should be really selective with who you help because it could start a mob.
He's
I feel like
also
this is
having that
something
thought.
we're gonna.
She's no
Yeah.
mom.
So just be careful with who you help here.
Briar's having PTSD from the sticky fingers. She's
Uh,
sticking very close to the caravan.
After
DM.
traveling, yep,
I didn't want to interrupt it. I was helping people, so I didn't have time to calculate everything. In those 2 days,
yep,
in the first day, I made 2 haste scrolls and 2 animate dead scrolls because haste is a transmutation. It cuts it down in half, so it takes
okay,
half the time to make those. The
sure,
second day, I did 2 earthen grasp, 2 invisibility, and 2 magic missile because those are level 2 and magic missiles are level 1.
okay, easy enough.
I would like to give Gray one of those invisibility scrolls and Chase the other.
Okay. So Gray and Chase write down invisibility scrolls.
Visibility. Oh, man of the
I'm going to
people.
take those out of my inventory right now, so these are gone from me.
So we each get one. Yeah.
One. You
Yes.
each get one.
And they're one use.
Yes.
One use. Yep.
You
And
use
I
it and
marked
it's
off all
gone.
the resources from my inventory already.
Is that like a potion of invisibility?
It's a scroll of invisibility. You are casting the scroll. The
Does it
spell at level 2.
does it do the same thing though?
Yes.
Yes.
An
It gives it to
hour?
you for 1 hour. If you make an
Gotcha.
action, you break it. If you
Gotcha.
take damage, you got to make a concentration check to keep it. That's the difference. I don't think for a potion of visibility you have to make a con save. I don't know how that works. I haven't read it in a while, but I know for the scroll you'll have to.
Okay.
Okay, that's it. Sorry about that.
Thank you, Titus.
No, you're good.
Once again.
After about 45 minutes of being on this road, you'll see slightly better dressed people, very clearly trying to sell themselves. You also see people well under the age of 18. You're also seeing children's amongst those people. Um, as you continue on, the smell getting worse. You smell, you smell shit and the rot and decay. The sickly smell of vomit always coming through the air as you continue further. And you all noticed, still very far from the gate, you could barely even see the gate of Spee at this point. A line of mounted individuals, people on feet, other wagons, waiting in line as you are forced to stop behind a, a large group of people on foot. Most of them seem to be sitting down. Uh, you're starting to see remnants of fires on the road, like bonfires. Uh, uh, are trash from people eating and just generally living on this road, waiting in line. As your caravan has now come to a complete halt inside of Tent Town in line to get into Spee.
I'm gonna send Tibbs up above us and just circling us to make sure nobody touches the caravan I'm in. I would also forgot to like check on the mimic that last night before we got in town. How's it doing?
Uh, it. Go ahead and roll a d20.
Oh yes. Oh boy.
This gives me anxiety every time.
Lucky number 13.
I believe at one point you put a cup in there.
I put my hair in there.
You put your hair in there.
I put my hair in there.
I believe you put
specifically.
an item in there. I can't remember what it was.
I remember the hair, but I
There
don't
was
remember if we
meat
did
in
The-
there. I don't think we put any items in there. It was
The
just
item
meat.
was there from a really long time ago. It was almost when you first got the egg.
Interesting.
Oh.
I believe it was a cup.
Okay.
Anyway, you look in there and
Yeah.
you see 2 cups.
Oh.
Oh,
Is the
shit.
meat gone?
And most of the meat looks gone and the egg is open.
Oh,
Got it.
Oh my god.
I am going to cut some more hair off, drop it in there, and I'm going to look for some more meat. Like I know we've been
Okay.
doing supplies in the store, even if I have to jump caravans and do what I
Yeah.
need to do.
Yeah, there's
Uh,
always been hunting usually and stops,
yeah.
so there is still a
Yeah, so I
good
would like to
an
put
amount of meat.
some fresh meat in there before we get out of town.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, easy enough.
Yep. Chase is the caravan driver with me, right? So
Yes.
I would let Chase
No.
know too. No, did
on
we
the
switch?
unicorn.
Chase was
Oh yeah.
on
Chase-
Ashara.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot you're on. So who would be
Yeah.
doing my caravan now? That's a
No
great.
one. You don't need it.
Yeah.
We
Yeah, the
none of us need.
caravans drive themselves pretty
Right.
much
So
with the
I have my own
Shara.
cart now. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, unless you wanted somebody
Hey,
like a
no,
random.
that's fine. No, I'll keep the cart. I'll be doing my experiments instead of that. So that's fine.
Okay.
Cool.
I've been keeping an eye out. If anyone's giving any sort of desperate eyes at the caravan, looking to try to, I don't know.
All right, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn my cloak inside
Can
out
I
so it
boost
doesn't
his
show off the
perception check?
fanciness.
Can I boost it?
What
'cause
was that,
I'm-
Chase?
Can I boost his perception check? Cause same thing here.
Yeah,
Um,
I say you said that before.
Advantage then?
He rolled. So yeah, go ahead.
Do you want me to roll for Tibbs, or are we just gonna do his passive?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Roll for Tibbs as well because he's actively looking.
Yeah, he's just gonna watch out for us. 14 plus 3, so 11 plus 3 is 14. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure that's a stat.
Yeah.
It's plus 3.
As you're looking, I mean, you can definitely see
Yeah,
the
plus 3.
want of whatever your cart has. but you're not seeing the energy to actually do anything about it.
Okay.
Yeah, as all these people basically keep their noses down. You're not seeing a lot of malice, but you're just seeing a lot of lack of hope amongst the people around you.
I would like to ride to Biffer's caravan, his cart, and knock on the door.
Yeah.
Do people look at Corsilla or like Cortana a little different too? Or...
I mean, both of us really. They
Oh,
could be
yeah.
Fried chicken.
Go ahead
giant bird.
and give
Well,
me a perception.
me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh shit, we should have. The unicorn. Oh god.
10.
Yeah, I know. We just have the unicorn out.
10. Yeah. People. I mean, yeah. Nobody seems to be going anywhere near you or Cortana. Like, it seems like they're avoiding you, whether it's because you're a bird person or because you have a lizard dog thing.
Fish dog.
Okay. So you go up to
Yeah.
Biffers.
Yeah. I'll knock on his door.
He's outside. He's on
Oh,
top of the mother of all wagons. Like, what's up?
hey, come here.
Um.
Is he
Okay.
like close to me? Like, can I like lean over and like talk to him or like?
He gets like off of the top,
Okay.
like where the ballista is, and gets down a little lower and leans down to you.
Should we start that plan to try and get to the front of this line maybe? Of like Gray being royal and us being on a like holy quote unquote mission?
So it sounded like a good idea at the time, right? And now I'm looking at all these people, and I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot of fucking people. And if they think we're royalty, what if they start going ape shit? That's gonna probably be really bad. So
Well,
if we're gonna do it, maybe we wait for like a patrol or something. They gotta have guards walking up and down the road, I would assume.
maybe.
I don't know. I wouldn't want
I can
that
go
job.
check it out. I don't know if they would, but
Ray's in the front, just like practicing his pompous asshole presentation.
okay, well, it looks like we're stuck here, so
Yeah. Yeah, we've been here for 15 minutes and we haven't moved an inch.
I'll talk to you later. She'll go
Okay,
back up to the
bye.
front.
All right. In a line. What are you doing?
Waiting.
I should have bought the fast pass.
This is
I'm
yucky.
I'm gonna check in with Ashara, see if she is how she's doing, because that's a lot to look at.
She is incredibly uncomfortable. She doesn't have to say anything in your head. Her body language is just like between you and I feel bad for these people.
Oh, okay.
You know who could help? Your little chef. Unleash him upon the
Jesus
people.
Christ.
Should we start a?
Just let him free and then whatever.
Listen, I'm holding back right now. It's not something, but I don't want to start a catastrophe because if one gets
Where's
poisoned, they
the
may only have
little
one hit point, and he may
chef?
start killing people. And I don't.
We gonna start a
Less
carnival
people in
kitchen?
line. The line gets smaller. You have more bone.
Is there a point where that chef ever stops hurting us and just, feeds us?
No.
That's up to Randy.
It's the thrill of the cook.
That's up
None of
to,
that.
that's up to Randy if he wants to, if he allows me to make the spell better as is, or what we do as is right now. It's in his hands. I just cast the spell. He's fun. I love
that.
him.
I know, same.
He has fed me good food every single time.
Same. He
I
hasn't
don't
hurt
know.
me yet.
I don't know what y'all are talking about. I think your constitution just needs to get a little better.
Right.
As you guys have now become more stationary, you see a few kids walking down the road with a basket, coming
I'm-
towards the group.
I'm as close to the wagon as possible.
Yeah, can I do
No
a thing?
touchy.
Wait, I want to do a thing. We all
I
want to
just
do a
wanna-
Yeah,
thing.
can we?
I would also like to.
I love it.
Oh my gosh, guys. I was gonna say, can we do like perception checks?
Mm-hmm.
Is it just a basket or is it like weapons? You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you want to do
Perception.
if you want perception check, go ahead and roll it.
They're
for
I'm
those
gonna
of
definitely
you.
gonna try to
cast
sell us
see
stuff.
invisibility.
9.
Yeah.
Well, selling us stuff was better than
Oh,
stabbing
Chase,
us.
let's go. So I would like to cast see invisibility and see if I see anybody invisible within Tent Town. Just gonna look around, see if I see anything at all that's not, visible to us,
All right, go ahead and roll perception.
or if anything is in the ethereal, like any ghosts.
Oh my god, spooky.
Shut up! Shut
God,
up!
there'd be a shitload
Oh
of
my
ghosts.
god.
21.
21.
You're coming with me.
Yeah.
So,
I'm waiting for it.
Do I
Chase and
see-
Titus,
Yeah.
as you guys look around, and specifically at the kids, you notice in the basket is bread.
Uh-oh.
Like,
Uh-oh.
it's hard to tell how fresh it is. It doesn't look fresh. It's not steaming, and you don't smell it. And smelling bread over the smell of this human filth would be
Stench.
impressive. But Titus, you looking for invisible or anything out of the ordinary? You do not see anything.
Nothing. Okay. I also said I turned my robes inside out, so it's just
Yep.
black. Like the green and the linings aren't showing or anything. It just looks like a simple travel robe right now.
Enough to do?
Who's the closest to this bread basket? Children.
It would probably be
I'm in the second
Corsilla,
cart, so-
Briar, and Chase.
Yeah, I'm smashed up against the caravan. I don't want any fingies. She does not like children.
Oh, so Chase and Corsilla then. So yeah.
Yeah.
We could put you on top of my cart. I'm the only one on there if you want to.
I can't get up on a fucking cart.
Yeah, you can. You can sit sideways on it and crouch your feet in. You would fit. There's nothing on
How
top
would
of
she
the cart.
climb
They're
it?
pretty big.
That's a little...
I could put my earthen grasp to her, put the fingers up for her to climb up.
Things are like 10
You know,
foot
it's
tall.
just trading one touching for another thing. I'll be arcade
All right.
against the caravan.
All right.
She's standing in between the horses. That
That's
are...
what I'm saying. I don't think there's
Trying
much
to
room.
blend
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Ugh.
As they get closer, they hold their baskets out to... They seem frightened of Corsilla and Cortana. So they kind of go around her, but they go up to Chase with you and
boy.
Ashra, and they seemed in awe by the unicorn. But they, after a moment, they hold out their baskets to you. They go, we're close to the front of the line, but we don't have enough gold to get my family in. So we made bread to try to get in. Do you want to buy some?
Of course it's
I'm
bread.
gonna look around, see who's watching.
Of
Is there
course
anybody
it's-
watching? Is there anybody staring at me?
Oh,
Is it just these two
100%.
kids here?
100%.
You can assume that somebody's watching this, but if you want to get specific, we can roll another perception.
I would get specific just for the
Mhm.
paranoia.
Mhm.
Go ahead and
For
roll me a
paranoia.
perception.
Alright,
Do-
let's do this.
Do they have pockets on the front of their clothing?
10.
I think
Yes.
we have the same idea right now.
Yeah.
I,
that's why.
No.
Can
Kind
I,
of like an apron.
I tried to peek around, but I immediately went back.
I'm gonna put my hood up real quick.
Yeah, and that's what I was doing. I was watching for people invisible to come up just in case something extra to pickpocket or whatever. But if not, I'm still
So-
watching.
When I put my hood on, I instantly become invisible, correct?
You can
Yeah.
choose. You can have
Well,
your hood up without it.
I
Oh
am.
yeah.
In this instance, I would be putting it on to go invisible, and then I would
Okay.
like to go behind the children and put my arms on their shoulders.
Oh.
Creepy.
and
Holy fuck.
put
I love it.
just my fingertips in their pockets and drop a copper piece in each one, and then take my hood off.
While still touching the kids.
Yeah.
Evolution just
Oh God,
appears.
not the kid toucher, King.
Go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
Not
With
a
or
show
without?
I want to
time.
see if I
With
want to.
advantage.
I want to watch everyone who's approaching the kids right now,
Uh-huh.
because I was
I
also
tried
having
to
that
watch.
exact
I rolled
idea.
trash.
22.
Yeah, you do all of that successfully.
Cool. I'm
And
watching
then
to
as soon
see if
as-
that's a distraction, to see if anything else is
I
happening.
would instantly go like shh when my hood falls and just like hush them.
As
Like, shh.
they seem very scared of you, and they jump when they get touched, but they don't seem to react too much to it. And then they see you, and they go, um, Dad paid shiny already. Please don't take us.
Oh,
Shiny?
Dad paid. Dad paid who?
Shiny?
Dad paid Shiny already?
Shiny.
Shiny like
Paid
shiny
Shiny
coin.
already. Please don't take us.
I'll just softly say more to them, but Chase could possibly hear it as well. That they've been paid for the bread and to just hand it to Chase and they can move on.
I'm actually gonna refuse this bread right now because I just take it don't say anything. Do not tell anyone. And I'm refusing the bread. I'm not taking the bread.
Smart.
They run off with tears in their eyes.
Well, I want to. Okay.
Now they can
All
sell the
right.
bread and keep the copper.
Right.
I'll
right,
just
right.
shrug and go back to Cortana.
I'm gonna peek around again, make sure the kids are gone.
It's very noticeable to a lot of you. When Corsilla does that, you see a lot of whispering amongst the tents.
Oh my god.
You
Oh
can't hear
god.
any of it over the hustle and bustle, but there's a lot of whispering.
I'm gonna go send Tibbs to go sit next to someone and see if he can hear it.
Go ahead and give me
As
a
I hear the whispers going.
perception for that.
21.
Okay. Now Tibbs communicates with you mentally with images, right?
I can listen through him if he's close
Okay.
enough. I
Okay.
can read it to you. Within a can magically communicate simple ideas, emotions, images telepathically within any creature within 100 feet. Familiar, forming a telepathic bond with the willing creature. While the two are bonded, the companion can sense what the pseudo dragon senses. So I can tune out and see through him within 1 mile.
So through
So-
Tibbs,
Yep.
you'll hear
So if you want to do my own perception, that would be a 20 instead of a 21. Since I'm listening through him.
you'll hear people say, oh, the feather claws. They're getting more bold every day.
Uh-oh.
And basically things along the lines of the feather claws getting more bold. You'll hear things about the unrest that these feather claws are causing amongst the light sleepers and tent traders.
Interesting.
Causes unrest. So the light sleepers, is that a group?
I would
The
assume.
light sleepers. And what was the other one?
Tent sleepers.
Tent traders.
Tent
Or
traders.
traders, sorry.
Okay.
And just a lot of mumbling about
Grumble, grumble, grumble.
yeah.
The feather claws.
Got it. The feathered claws, right? There was a D on that?
There's no D.
Okay, no D. Feathered claws. Okay. All right.
Is
Mm.
Corsola gonna join a gang?
I'll have
Oh
I'll
my
recall
God.
him to me.
Yeah.
And I'll send a message to Corsilla. When you did that, some people complaining about the feather claws getting bold. It seems there may be some other Kenku in town.
But we don't have feathers on our fingers
Right.
or our
But
claws.
I think that's more of a gang name.
A gang. Oh my God. What a bunch
So
of losers.
agree with that. But maybe you
Thanks
might
for
want to.
the info.
Yeah.
I might stretch my legs tonight.
Might not be a bad idea. Just make sure you don't get seen so people can see through it.
I'm feeling very not good, so I
Uh-oh.
might go soon.
Okay, Poppy.
Probably just goes to sleep next to the mimic.
Yeah.
Good night.
She cuddles it.
I'm never here.
It's fine.
Is it gonna
Don't
mimic
imprint
Poppy?
on her.
Can it mimic Poppy?
Oh.
Two
An
poppies?
Object. What is an object? What is the definition of
Some
an
would say.
A dead person is an object, so.
that person
Oh.
is an object.
Oh, you
Oh.
should
That's
have
it.
made it like a piece of jewelry
Pardon?
so you could like wear it.
Well, I didn't,
That'd
you
be
know,
crazy.
didn't have anything like that at the moment. And I
Feeds
also
on
didn't
him like
want.
a vampire.
Yeah. So right now it's a baby. We'll see what it can change into as it goes. Tonight I'm
Oh,
gonna do some stuff
speaking
with
of
it. So if anyone,
babies, is Benji okay?
Who?
Benji.
Benji,
That
Benny?
my
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah. Benny's fine.
Okay.
Probably.
and if she calls him
fine as in
Benji,
like
Is his
if
full
she
name
called him
Benjamin?
Benji, it's because she forgot. It's okay.
Yeah,
finally decomposing.
it's
Oh my God.
Benjamin.
Yeah, it's short for Benjamin. Benji and Benny both work.
Yes.
Little Benny boy.
She's
Alright.
indecisive.
So we make it to town undisturbed, right?
Mostly. So
We're in
far.
line.
It'll be fine.
How
Probably.
long have we been here?
About an hour, 2 hours.
Oh, just
in
an
line.
hour, 2 hours? Okay.
So see invisibility wore off.
So as you guys, after about 2 to 3 hours, the line moves up about a foot.
Heck yeah. Look at it go.
And I'm thinking we're gonna have to gather a small party and go to the front, see what's up.
Maybe escort Biffers to the front.
Yeah. Yeah.
They wouldn't freak out if X flew him up there, right?
Well, he said that he wanted to wait and talk to a guard.
Well, has one came by?
Nope.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah, no.
I
Mm-mm.
think all the guards
I do
are at the
not
entrance.
think guards are here.
Yeah, so I think we should send a contingent to the gate to see if Biffers can bribe his way through.
Can we see the gate from here, or is it just...
Guys are very far away. You can see
Probably
the
not.
top of this extremely huge dome.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
I can fit 3 people on Cortana,
yeah.
and she's pretty fast, so yeah.
I was thinking if we put Biffers on the Minotaur, nobody will mess with him.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, yeah.
You know, and
And
then
you know,
Do you still want me to play the royalty?
I mean, you could go with him if you want to go with that contingent. I'll stay
Actually,
with the cart.
too, if we want to make Gray seem royal,
we should have him ride a shark.
yeah, yeah,
Is she gonna be okay with that?
I'm gonna ask. Like, what do you think of this? If I entrust you with Gray, and we can move to the head of this and see how this city is and all
How's
that.
Gray's animal handling?
You keep asking
His is
this
probably
every time.
His is probably decent. Mine's garbage, but she's also less an
No, mine's
animal.
not
Or
good.
she's more.
She's more, yeah,
She's more.
celestial being, creature.
She's more sentient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She you hear her in your head. He is worthy. I will allow it.
Unicorn touch,
Aw, snap.
baby.
I'm just gonna say, oh, that's perfect. Thank you so much, and this is good for us. So I'm gonna entrust you with them, and yeah, I'm gonna get off of her, and yeah, I guess if Gray is heading to the front, I do want to see the idea of helping people. So I'm not going to think about anything to do with money or food wise. I'm actually just thinking like if there is somebody I see injured within the line, whether it's a little bit ahead of us or something like that, um, that's what I want to focus on.
Okay. Well, so you could always like hide in a tent and create food and water. It's like, oh
Yeah,
my gosh, food. I mean, people might kind of,
figure out where it's
ransack
coming
it.
from.
Well, I was gonna say like just ransack. We could use that as a distraction, actually.
Uh,
Never. Anyway.
Are there any like
You
open
want to see a
spaces?
rope trick?
The road has a few open spaces, like on the left side, like the side leaving Spee. Every once in a while, you guys have seen a couple horses leaving, a couple wagons leaving.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing
So
like
that
going in. There's
means
no big lines.
either people aren't leaving Spee, so Spee is getting, or at least they're not leaving Spee in this side.
You, as a party, would know Spee is one of the largest thriving cities, and all cities need trade. You guys have seen a caravan going through, and somebody has to maintain these roads. And the best way to be successful in this world is via trade because it is so dangerous. So you do know that people will leave towns with trade or news or messages because that is a very high paying job. Just a simple news deliverer can make, you know, tons of money throughout the year and live a comfortable life in town to town because he's willing to brave the storms. So it's rare that people will do it, but it is a thing that is done. So that you can assume people on these roads are always going to be a trader or a crier or something along those lines. And those are probably the people you've seen leaving Spee. Because most of them are in like an ornate noble-esque clothing. Or a couple caravans with actually one of the caravans would have had MMM written on the side of it.
Another question actually about these people. So they're outwardly noble looking or like
Yes, they are
cheerful looking.
outwardly noble looking, yeah.
Do they also have like weapons brandished or something like that? Like are they?
You would see like a gilded rapier on somebody. A few people you would see going at a slower pace with guards, but most people seem to be at least a trot
Oh,
leaving the
okay.
town. You don't see anyone dilly-dallying on the road. Nobody's stopping except for the people in line. That being said, you haven't seen anybody leaving Spee on foot. Everybody has been mounted or in a wagon.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. I'll
Okay.
watch the VOD so I don't miss anything.
I hope you feel better.
Yeah, feel better,
Thank
Audie.
you. Bye, guys.
Inanori.
Bye.
See ya.
Bet a fairy could have
So
gotten
what are
us
you
in
guys
there.
doing?
Well, Biffs, do
Yeah,
we?
you guys just see Poppy. That's like, I'm gonna take a nap, and she just.
I
Yeah.
can stay with her to watch the cart if you guys want to go forward.
I'm
Yeah. I'm
hanging
going
back.
to. I'm going to take a look at the just one caravan ahead of us, and yeah, I'm gonna try and be friendly and be like, hey, like, is there anybody sick with you or with injuries that I could look at? I'm a doctor.
Uh,
Uh-oh.
you see an old man with most of his teeth gone, sitting in the line in front of you, with his what you would assume is one of his kids and their kids. And he's like, we're all sick, young lady. Uh, and he rolls his pant leg up, and you see this sickly green and black rot going up his leg.
Oh my god. And is that on the kids too? Or
Um, the you see the kids with like bruising on them, and the parents seem to be like they recently have gotten stabbed. They have stab wounds in the ribs. The wounds look infected as well.
okay. So I think I'm going to go to the stab wounds and do like a medicine check. Oh my god.
Yeah,
I can
they're I
re-roll.
mean they're older. They've probably been oh, okay. Yeah. They've been stabbed probably a few days old. Never been cleaned. It looks like the bleeding probably stopped on its own. Uh but it's definitely infected. The skin around the wound is green and starting to blacken. The eyes are sunken in on both of the parents. Yeah, they look like disease is taking them.
Okay. So I'll focus on I think I'll focus on the father. And yeah, I'm gonna take the med kit out and it's just the wound cleaning kind of stuff. And then I can do like a mild cure wounds at the same time. But yeah, it's doing it out first and then do the cure wound. But I'm just gonna do the small spell.
Okay. As you do that, you see the wound is immediately starting to close after you put some of the treatment in. And you see people on the side of the roads all starting to look up. And you all start to hear they have a healer. There's a healer.
We're gonna be
Please.
fucked.
I'm gonna
Please.
go over to
Please.
Chase really fast and try to shield her, get her out of there a little bit, try to keep her path clear so she can get back to the caravan.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah. Yeah, as you all start to roll away, it seems like people don't want to get even on the road, but they're kind of reaching out towards her.
I know you want to help Chase, but I think this desperation of these
It's
people is going to make it very, very bad for us.
a mother and her two young boys start to walk towards the step on the road and start to walk towards the caravan.
Oh
This is
no!
We're
rough.
starting shit.
I'll stand in front of them on Cortana before they get close.
Please, please, the kids went out to make money yesterday and they hurt them.
Oh boy.
Please, I'll
Who?
Sounds like a them
Who
problem.
hit them?
I'll work for Shiny if they can heal her, please, or heal them, please.
I've heard about Shiny from someone else. Who's Shiny?
Um, the the, the leader of the Feather Claws. Sorry, I assume she worked for him too, or her too. Um, Kanku, like her. There's a couple of them. They've been going around. Sometimes they help, sometimes they don't.
By don't, like, is it? Yeah, is it cause bad things to happen, or?
I get a perception
A perception?
or
What do you?
insight
What do you? Yeah, go ahead.
to see if she's telling the truth or not. 19.
Yeah, yeah, she's telling the truth. She's holding some. She's holding some stuff back, like probably nasty words. But she is telling the truth.
Is this one of those situations where you have to pay for protection?
Do you ask that to the mom?
Yeah.
No. They. The feather claws don't protect much. You want the blood coins if you want protection.
Say they help and then they don't. Why would they?
Depends. If you want to get in real bad, sometimes somebody goes missing and their coin ends up in your pocket.
Singular coin?
Well, some of it.
Mm.
But please, my boys.
I'm going.
One of the boys pulls on her clothes like, Mom, it's not worth it. It's okay. We'll be okay.
I'm gonna shake her hand. I'm sorry, we can't help. But I will. I'll hand her a gold slyly with that shake.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
Oh,
Oh fuck! 9.
oof.
What roll
You
was
put
that?
it in her hand as stealthily as you think you do.
God damn.
Yikes.
But yeah, you do put the coin in her hand, and she's thank you.
What?
Come on, boys. We'll find someone else.
All right. I look around. Who saw it? Oh, I can't do that.
Yeah, you think you did it fairly stealthily.
I wish it would
The
have
coin
been
didn't fall out of your
one.
hand or anything.
It
What
just
did he
dropped
roll
down to the
again?
ground. A 9.
A 9, so that would have I would have seen it with my
Yeah.
passive perception,
A lot of
right?
you with passive would have seen the gold flash in the sun between his
Can
fingers.
I see who all noticed?
Yeah, go ahead. You can go ahead and roll a perception.
Cool. 22.
How
A
worried do
lot of
we
people
need to
saw.
be?
Great. Any of them
Oh.
having like a discerning face differentiating the other than
I'm sure they're whispering.
seeing it? Like any that
Uh,
look like more
oh,
gruff about their
yes,
gaze?
you see a few much more well-fed people seem to notice that and turn around and start to walk deeper into Tent Town.
Say, fuck. Softly, quietly.
Why you gotta make me
On
feel
their
guilty,
back,
No
Randy?
more helping people.
yeah, on the back you see a handprint with a red handprint with a circle out of the palm in the shape of a gold coin
On their backs.
on their backs.
Fucking shit.
What was the name of the other gang? The Blood somethings?
Blood coin.
Blood coin.
That
Right.
would be them. You guys are fucked.
I
It was
cast
so hard not to
fireball.
do
I
stuff.
guess.
Oh, I don't. Oh God!
Fireball
40
in a
people
tent
died.
town?
No. I don't have fireball. Let's next level.
That would have been funny though. All of the tents just made out of blankets.
Just, yeah, on
Boy,
fire.
I do have. I am ready to burn this tent town to the ground if they start attacking this caravan.
I wanted to look
I have
around
spells for that.
for like open spaces though, in case we wanted to make a temporary carnival sort of thing.
That was the point.
The tent town is very packed. People are borderline shoulder to shoulder.
I
Tents
wonder.
are borderline overlapping each other. like grounding stakes are over each other's tents. As you guys look around, you see fights breaking out.
Yes.
Probably unrelated to you guys, just fist fights. You do see somebody get stabbed in the back of the leg, and nobody seems to pay attention to it. Um, you see, uh, you see a young girl going into a tent with an older man. Uh, you're seeing people trade drinks and bread. You're seeing just absolute human debauchery and desperation everywhere you look. You haven't heard a happy sound the second you've seen your first tent.
I mean, if we need to clear some space for ourselves, I'm sure a few coin will get us pretty far.
You guys
Can't wait.
start to hear the clank of armor approaching the wagon.
Oh, there actually are guard things or whatever. Okay.
As you look
Maybe.
up, you see a dozen fully plated, faceless guards with their helms down, all with their weapons out, and you see a bannerman with the symbol of speed that you are familiar with, Chase, of a dome with Lake Essence behind it and two tornadoes smashing into the opposite sides of it.
All right.
Very, very well maintained banner, very beautiful, very eye catching as these guards are very slowly coming out. You see these well maintained gilded weapons of you see one with like a big two-handed bastard sword. You see a few with these large heavy crossbows. And you see somebody in smaller plate armor, smaller stature than the larger men, um, with a small buckle shield, and rapier also brandished, leading the front with two twisted feathers in his helm. As
Um,
they're just walking down the road.
can I do like a check just to make sure that like, do they basically to know the roles of this? Like, do they brandish their weapons against people who just go up and greet them,
You
kind of
being
thing?
from Spee, it is faster to have your weapon ready than it is to draw it. So it is probably a thing
Okay.
for safety and
Okay.
presence, intimidation.
Okay. Well, maybe it's worth it. I'm gonna try and greet them.
You're gonna
Like,
try to what them?
hello.
Greet them?
Yeah, just
They
hi.
they see your unicorn. Are you still in Ashra, or where is Ashra at right now?
She is with Gray. I think Gray wrote on her. And
That was a plan. I don't think we.
Yeah, that has not been started. I know you guys were talking about it, but that
oh,
hasn't
okay,
been
so
initiated yet.
I had dismounted her a little while ago.
Okay, so
Okay.
yeah, okay. You walk up to them, and they see you in your chainmail, clearly the opposite of those in the tents at your side. And they slow down and they kind of look at you, without saying anything.
Oh, without saying anything.
Yeah,
Actually,
you just say hi, right?
yeah, I just hello. I've been here before. Oh, the we had helped a noble person here before. I was just wondering, like, how can I see them?
Uh, the figure with the two twisted feathers in his helm stops and says, "Are you a noble?"
Travel
No, I
with a
was part of
noble.
it. Yeah.
They look at you, Gray.
I wasn't referencing me.
He's got a pretty tattoo though.
They look at
But
you,
right.
and they don't. They look around. They're like, who? Where?
Sound and Biffers. Realtor extraordinaire.
He turns and he looks at the banner man, who plunges his banner into the ground, and he pulls out a scroll, and he starts to go through it. No Biffer, sir.
Not yet, there's not. There will be. If you let us to the front of the line.
Twisted Feathers looks at you and says, if he's not on the list, he cannot skip.
How does one
Can I
get on the
do
list?
a history check thing again? Sorry. I was
Yeah,
just
go ahead.
thinking. So, like Speedy has religion in it. I just want to check, be like, is there a lot? Like, uh,
So you're trying to think of like how pious of a city Spee
so
is?
basically what I was considering is the unicorn could be a sign of the goddess or whatever, right? So if Spee is highly religious and stuff relating to that goddess of
So
luck.
B is not actually religious. However, being religious is a good image for a lot of nobles. So
Oh,
they
okay.
like to pretend to be religious at the very least.
Oh, I see.
Now, those actually within the religion, at least that you've had interactions with, seem to be truly religious. But the nobles who show up for mass and ceremonies are there for image, as far as you're aware.
Okay, so so that's not gonna help that much. Okay, good to know. It was like, oh, okay. Anybody else have ideas? I kind of ran out.
It would bribe, but I don't think I have enough gold for that.
Biffers might. How much does Biffers want to get in?
No, Bedford's is in the middle of the line, so if somebody goes gets him, we can get him in there. Or you guys could probably get him to interact, but...
You guys not take Biffers with you?
No, but you guys haven't initiated the royal plan.
Okay.
That has not been started.
Can I hear their conversation? Chase's conversation with the guard?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay.
And at this point, I'm going to assume Astra's not in sight, unless somebody puts her in sight. So
Well, then, as she's starting to talk about Biffers, I'll head back and go and get him.
so as the knights are about to continue their patrol, Corsilla appears with Biffers on Cortana's back. All right. What do I gotta do to get to the front of the line? I'm soon to be nobility. Okay. Come here, you. And he's pointing at the Twisted Feather guy. And he kind of looks over to you, Gray, as like a signal or something. Why don't you roll an insight check?
Insight. What the fuck? Finally, something decent. 18.
Yeah, he gives you a look of like, come help me.
Okay. Go on, he's head honcho.
Like, listen. This young man right here traveled all the way from his house to come get me.
Kingdom.
Okay? I should be on your fucking list. The Twisted Feathers looks over at you, Gray. What What house is he talking about?
Oh fuck!
Come on, Greg, come up with
I'm
the noble
gonna
title.
flash my
Come on, Greg.
tattoo. You don't recognize this, and that's your problem.
The
Yeah.
Twisted looks over at one of the guards with the crossbow. See if it's real. Check him. The crossbow guard comes at you with intent in his body language. He does not seem friendly.
I will reach for my dagger.
Okay.
I'm gonna
He
stand.
is.
I'm gonna
Careful,
stand.
buddy.
I'm stand. No, I'm just. It's all right. I'm just gonna hold my ground sternly. No, nothing. No sort of fear at all.
He grabs you violently by the shoulder.
Hold on now.
And then
my
he goes to. He puts his hand on the side of your face to twist your head. To
Simply
face the
asking.
tattoo
Use your
towards you.
words, big man. Jesus.
He's like, if this is fake, you'll be executed on sight. And he
Nice.
goes to rub his hand over your tattoo. Is anybody doing anything?
I'm holding my dagger, like staring daggers at him.
I want your name and badge number.
So
I'm a sovereign
I'm
citizen.
moving back towards the caravan, kind of ready.
No, I do
guess,
actually want his name. Give me your name.
You
Ooh.
better not.
He doesn't say anything as he doesn't lightly brush, but he does a push on your tattoo that does not smear, and he gets more aggressive with it.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna pull away.
And as you go to pull away, he takes a knee in front of you. He's like, I'm so sorry, sir.
I want to smack him.
Yeah, that's right. There's Greg. There's the
roll an
noble
attack.
waiting for.
Roll an attack.
Roll an attack with advantage. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh
Oh my god, you get
Unarmed.
I'll
I
spit on the
assume.
ground.
Oops.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's a nat
How
20.
dare
Holy
you
shit.
touch it like that.
Roll damage.
Slap him to the ground.
I mean, it's just an unarmed, so it's just 2.
Yep. Don't
So-
matter.
As you smack him across his full helmet, you hear him go, ugh! Ugh!
Damn.
And he stays on his knee, but you definitely smack the wind out of him.
I'll point my dagger at him. Apologize.
All the other guards also get on their knees, and the Twisted Feather goes, I am so sorry, Lord. Please follow us. We'll take you to the front.
Oh my.
So I'm gonna
Oh,
turn around to the
great.
rest of the group like, what the fuck just happened?
Gray is the leader after all.
Oh my god. Okay.
Forgive us, Lord. We will
Shut up and
be
get going.
punished. Yes, sir.
Who's this new side of Gray?
Oh no.
Yeah.
They all rise, and Twisted Feathers is like, move aside, move. Lordship coming through. Move! And then you see them starting to grab people and actually forcibly throwing them out of the way to give everybody enough way to move to the oncoming side of the way. And as you guys follow them, you see a lot of people staring. The people in line that you are now passing, staring daggers into your group, as they have probably been there for days or weeks, just waiting to try to get into Spee.
I'm gonna do a little squeeze on Cortana so that way she's hissing at people that look.
Yeah, anybody within close range to Cortana immediately winces and backs away. Biffers is like, ah, fuck yeah, baby, now we're talking.
Yeah, I'm gonna let the guards get some distance. I'm gonna turn around to everybody else and give them good thumbs up. So, was that okay?
I know Nero is loving this from afar.
Oh my god, they're gonna
scary.
fucking stab us in our sleep.
That was fucking terrifying.
I dare him, Biff. Give me something fun to do.
What if we don't
Alright.
sleep?
So, it takes about 2 hours to walk to the front gates of Spee. And as you approach, you see about 30 feet of just concrete. Thick concrete at the bottom of this clear dome.
Hmm.
And as the concrete comes to a stop, you see guards at the top of the concrete over this gate. Behind that is you see this large glass dome with these metal curved bars going up and intertwined, creating this these almost hexagons in the class to reinforce the dome barrier.
Did you guys send a guard back to tell the rest of us that you
We
guys were
weren't up
going
there.
in?
These are guards that came down the road.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
caught him at
Oh,
the front of the
I thought you were
caravan.
up there already.
No.
Okay.
So we're pushing it forward now with the guards pushing us
Yep.
forward.
Well, leading us.
Yes.
Well,
We have an escort.
keep in mind we're not all together.
No, you are. The whole caravan's moving.
Yeah, the guards came
Oh.
to the front of the caravan as we were discussing going to the front.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought you guys all went up because Corsilla said that she went back to go get Biffers, so I thought we were all
I
separated.
mean, it's a long
Mm.
caravan.
He was in the middle of
Yeah.
the caravan. He was on his cart, so I went to go get him from there.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
That's where I got confused.
With about, 20, 15 feet between each cart. It's a bit of a distance.
It's a
Right,
bit of a
right.
distance.
Yeah.
Never mind.
All good.
As-
I did the same thing.
As you guys get to the front, you see 24 guards armed, all weapons out. They seem more casual, but still weapons out.
Do they seem magical?
The guards, you do not see
Any magical
anything
runes,
not
anything on
armored.
them?
No, you
What
don't.
do you-
The guards.
No, I mean,
themselves
do
do
there?
not.
Yeah, I'm seeing am I seeing wards on the walls? Am I
Okay.
seeing runes on their weapons or armor? Any kind of magical anything anywhere? It's kind of doing a broad spectrum
Go
right now.
ahead and give me an Arcana check.
24.
Okay. You're not
I'd
seeing
like-
anything magical on the guards, but you
Okay.
are seeing magical shielding wards all over the dome.
Okay.
So not only is this physically reinforced, it is also magically
reinforced. Okay.
Okay, Corsilla, what you got?
None.
As you get to the gate, the guards stop your escort, and you can't really overhear them, but they are talking to each other in more quiet tones, not like stealthy, but just talking. And the Twisted Feather guard and another guard with one large Twisted Feather in the back of his helm walk up to you. Lord, can we speak with you?
What about?
We don't have records of your house leaving.
Why not? Did you lose them?
No, Lord. We are very we keep good track. We keep good paperwork.
You haven't even given me your name yet.
I'm going to need a perception, or not a persuasion, or not in persuasion. Yeah, no, it would be persuasion. Yeah. There's not one for lying, right? Am I being dumb?
Deception.
Deception?
But that's not.
Deception.
That's what I want.
You want
That's what I
deception?
want.
Or intimidation.
Or intimidation. Intimidation would also work.
I don't think my intimidation. Oh, it's the same. I'm not trying to intimidate. Well, I am. Well, shit, I've already rolled twice.
Yeah, it's like you're trying to sound like, I guess, authoritative. So kinda.
Yeah, I'm not trying to deceive. I'm trying to. Okay. Intimidation. Last
With-
roll. 13.
All right, that's the one we're taking. So, the guards now seeming to be a little bit more bolstered in numbers. seem to start to question you a little bit, Gray, about your authenticity. Though your mark didn't get smudged, they seem to be more wary. We need to do some investigation work, Lord. We apologize, but our paperwork, something is
Ah,
awry.
heck. I'm gonna go grab the unicorn and see what happens. Fuck it.
You want to pull Asher
Can
up?
I do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, walk up.
Yeah, walk up with her and be like, "Your mount, sir." to Gray. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Chase. Oh, great. 7.
Shit. My face starts turning red. I'm just gonna walk off.
The twisted feather guard immediately goes to kneel. The dual twisted, but the single twisted one stops him. It says, Lord, I am humbled by your presence and your mount, but this is unheard of. We need to check her. This is not adding up.
If you handle this unicorn the same way you handled me, I think you may be living in these tents with the rest of these people.
Lord, we're just trying to do our job, Lord. I'm sorry. May we
Unicorn will
please...
not be touched.
Then we will have to ask you to wait, Lord, while we ask questions and
Yeah, we can
dig
wait
through
right the fuck
paperwork.
here. Right here.
Yes, of course, yes. You'll wait here. We can bring you inside of the gate, but we must keep you in holding, not in a cell, of course, Lord. Of course, there's a manner for these kinds of things.
Better than 10
Hmm.
down. That was a mumble.
Yeah.
I'm just glad we got through it in the same session. I thought it was at least going to be 2 sessions of Tent Town. Not saying we're not going back. I know we're going back into Tent Town at some point.
Yeah.
Let's hope not anytime soon.
I mean, if we could avoid it, that'd be great. I'd like to move
There's
on
so
for
many
speed. but that would be
children.
good. Yes, I know.
I'm about to start spitting on these kids.
I know.
Oh my. You usually have to pay for that.
Not like, god
Oh
damn
my
it.
god.
Yo. And he did say content warning for Tent Town.
Kid toucher Kenku.
While we're waiting, could you
Biffers-
bring me a newspaper? I've been out of town for a while. I need to catch up.
Of course, Lord. Of
Who
course,
is
we'll
this
have one waiting for
Gray?
you at the manor.
Titus is gonna start fanning his robes out a little bit. What's going on?
I hope you would have turned them right side out so that way they were nice again once we started moving.
Yeah, once we started interacting with the guards
Yeah.
and we're not surrounded by the peasants and robbers and whatnot, yeah, I'd be more. My nobility is showing.
So perhaps a bath for my companions.
Of course, Lord. We'll have the manor has servants, of course. And it seems you have your own. It's at this point Biffers pipes up. All right, get it in there. Good. Okay, come on. He's growing impatient. Come on.
I'll fan
I
him.
want to see him when he's angry.
I'll fan Gray.
The guards start to rush. Oh, open the gates now! The guards also start to push the people in front of the gates away, and the people, you see them spit on the guards, and the guards start to beat the shit out of them.
Let's go.
Oh my.
I'm gonna try just not to even look.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, there you definitely hear the armor moving and probably a bone or two getting broken.
Mostly
As
'cause
the
I don't-
guards forcibly move people across.
I don't want to look, and I also need to look like I don't care.
Or do you?
Yeah. After a few minutes, the portcullis opens, and with these iron gates opening, you see these large concrete doors are also pulled open. And behind that, you see these much more beautiful, ornate glass doors. This like 3-foot thick glass doors are also opened.
Bless you.
It is thick wall after thick wall after thick wall to open these doors. And eventually these doors are pried open and you are escorted inside of Spee.
Let's go.
I wish Poppy
As
was
you
awake
enter Spee,
to kick that guy after I slapped him.
As you enter speed.
as you enter Spee, you notice all of these. They are nice buildings, but they are kind of copy paste of these. The best way I can describe it is your standard architecture for medieval times, with the white walls and the wooden brown trim going around them. Like if you ever go into a German town,
Yep.
buildings that look like that. Very beautiful. Everything in here is extremely clean. And as the doors, right before the doors close, you see guards. You see guards grabbing people straight from the street. You see people dropping their groceries. You see families, adults and kids and grandparents getting grabbed by these guards straight off the street that were living their life and immediately thrown outside of Spee. For each one of you that enters, you see somebody get ejected. And as they complain and fight, they're either beaten or are held into a submission as they're pulled from the town. All of kicking and screaming and cursing. And you see basically tally marks for everyone that goes in, somebody has to leave. Chase, you are familiar with this procedure. There is a strict population allowed in Spee, and nobles get dibs no matter what.
Oof.
So if somebody's got to go so somebody can get in, so be it. And as these people are pulled from their happy lives in Spee, you guys enter Spee, and you are brought down one of the main roads where you can smell all of these wonderful baked goods. You see people buying and selling all of these different commodities, whether it's cloth or weapons or is a beautiful clean town where everybody seems to be a little bit more joyous.
Other kids
And
running and playing.
there are kids running and playing.
Mm.
However, whenever somebody sees a guard, you see them borderline run away.
Interesting.
Guys are real assholes.
It seems like the further away you get from the gates, the more comfortable people seem to be with the guards.
Makes sense.
Yeah, because they could just grab him any second. All right, you go. I guess.
You are
Noble
going through
center.
this town for about half an hour when you're brought to just off of the main street this large 4-story manor. Absolutely gorgeous, well-trimmed hedges. It's got its own little gate that the guards open for the caravan. Um, don't worry about the yard. Just park the wagons inside of the fence. Um, the groundskeepers will maintain everything. Um,
There a shower
will
here? I could use a shower.
Yes, the Lord and company can do whatever they wish. They just cannot leave the premises.
Got it.
Is there any
If
words on the
if
building?
there is no words, it just kind of seems like a fancy manor
No, like
compound.
logos,
In
nothing.
this time, we haven't seen a single mage, just knights and around. Because obviously, there's magic in the city. I saw the inscriptions on the shield.
No wizards or magic users
Anything,
at this
yeah.
point.
I'm still keeping an eye out for anything magic related at all this whole time.
Yep. You do see if you ever look up at the dome, you do
Yes.
see the shimmer, but that's about the only magical thing
Okay.
you've seen.
Yeah, I'm looking for even shops or anything. I'm taking note of any shops we see as we
Yep.
go.
Um, yeah, plenty of shops of all different sorts of things. Nothing magic specific, however.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Um, okay. Please, Lord, if you need anything, just ask a guard or a servant.
The news paper,
We
please.
cannot let you leave. Right. I believe there's already one at your table. It's been
Thank you.
okay.
Like to catch a guard too before they go.
Okay.
Wait.
As you grab one of their attentions, you don't see facial expressions, but they kind of have that body language of what do you want?
When things calm down and we're free about our movement, are there any mage shops in town? Any mage magic, potion shops, anything of the sort?
Do I look like a wizard to you?
No, you're not that smart. I'm sorry. I'll find someone else.
Nice.
He there's a moment of silence as he stares at you, and he starts to walk away.
I will find my shower.
Uh, okay. You are all inside of Spee in this very lavish manner.
Looking
And
for
I think that's where
bugs.
we're going to end tonight's session.
Oh my
All right,
goodness.
bet. What a trip.